boy. Hello, default. Have to push through our internet just to see Morrowind. That looks 720p quality is making I gotta make this hard, yeah. I don't know, I thought that maybe you'd have more quality options, but apparently my stream doesn't have more quality options. That's unfortunate. Sure would be nice if I had that ability to be able to somewhat downscale that, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to expect that. Something that's within my control, unless I just like kill the quality of the stream altogether, which wouldn't be that far out of the question. I'll begin for Morrowind, but I guess I'm gonna try to keep going and see what happens for now, or just keep going. It's just started up at this time. Started up with this very brief, or I guess sort of follow up from this very brief test that I did literally right before the stream started, because basically made very little preparation in anticipation for this, but pretty much only began to, well, I only did one test, which is all I pretty much did in preparation other than installing the game and installing the one mod for now. I pretty much did only one quick test in which I ran the game for about 5 minutes before, pretty much right before the start of the stream, so I can only imagine this being nothing if not perfectly perfect. Oh boy. How did I get an ad that froze which prolonged it? Usually got another error once it ended. This is gonna be fun. Oh boy. I don't know, I have been getting an awful lot of ads because of you know, let's just phrase it as the preparation I've procured. But well, I guess we're gonna come over here and see if we can get things started, because otherwise we'll be stalling for a while. But yes, here we go. Let's see if we can play Morrowind today. I mean, yeah, let's see if we can get this started. I feel like this is a pretty fitting song that's just come on the playlist for the situation is right now. But yes, based on my very extremely cursory bit of options that I looked at prior to this on the launcher, which I'm looking at again now, you can't really see it. It's let me see. Well, we are running this with my GPU as the graphics adapter, which for some reason it's listed twice, but it's the only option. So there we go. The resolution is a mind-blowingly, whoppingly high 1280 by 960, which is technically, I think, might be a little bit higher than the resolution of the stream itself, so I'm only half joking when I say that. I mean, oh boy. And also, we're playing this in a window with with pixel shading on. See here. And I don't think I'm gonna be fucking around with any of the other options on the launcher. I'm gonna start the game and see if it works, because just a little bit ago when I tried to test this, it did in fact work. Okay, there it is. For some reason, okay, time to kill this oddly fitting stream playlist song so we can actually hear the game audio. For some reason this seems to only work on window capture, so I have to do that. So if I get any Steam notifications during this whole thing, they're gonna be visible. Inconvenient. Here we are. Let's see how audible this actually is. I might have to turn it up a little bit, but I think it seems mostly fine. Let's see. I want to give me different quality options. I sure would like to change the quality down so the stream will stop freezing. I sure would like for that to be an option, but I don't really know how to tell Twitch that. I don't think it's entirely within my control to do that. Was saying to me, up to me yesterday. Hey, Akadar, how's it doing? How's it going? That's what I was trying to say. Jeez. Got some great advice on how to become OP in the game. Ability. You gotta buy me a new modem. Boy. Difference is about internet is entirely on my end. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry that I can't really help with the bad internet, but I really wish that I could at least, you know, smack Twitch and tell it to give me the option to just give more quality options straight off. But let's see. Should I play a new game? Should I load a new game? Which, oh hey, it actually kept my old saves even though I uninstalled the game and reinstalled it in preparation for this to like basically clear out any of the previous mods that I had installed, which wasn't a lot of them, but I really wanted to start with I didn't remember which ones they were, so I wanted to start with like full controls over what mods I had. And I thought that had basically wiped the entire folder, so I guess that must mean that the saves were in a different location, probably in like app data or something. Can you believe I'm trying to watch a stream while my Switch downloads the Animal Crossing update in the meantime, even with my bad internet? Boy. Well, you'll have to tell me how that's going. Also watch the credits. Oh look, it's Todd Howard. Literally all we need to watch. There we go. Let's see. Options are... Ooh. Turn up the footsteps volume. Change the controls, which I probably will have to end up doing at some point. And well, no, I guess that is the highest resolution. Literally just talked about that in the... while talking about the launcher. Let's crank up these settings if we can. My correction, I think it's gonna be fine. It's near and far. I'd like to imagine this is draw distance, so it's like that way up like a madman. And what about these prefs? Difficulty. Guess we're gonna leave that in the middle. At the 0 point. I'm going to assume that the rest of these will turn on the subtitles, but I'm going to assume that the rest of these are gonna be fine left the way they are for now. Okay, let's actually start the game and see how we fare. I can only imagine how this will go. Each event is preceded by prophecy, but without the hero there is no event, says or in Arctus the Undertaking, or in the Undertaking maybe. Prisoner born at a certain day to uncertain parents was sent on their yard without explanation to Morrowind. So, a prisoner with Inspector Javert's backstory was sent to Morrowind. What this could mean.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
If all but one remains. I do like this old FMV aesthetic. It mostly reminds me of like the mid-chapter scenes in the or between chapter scenes in the Thief games. Okay, there we go.
You were dreaming. What's your name?
Well, we get to re-experience the triumphant Elder Scrolls theme from the title screen, I guess. Well, let me go ahead and put this in this window over here. It's probably the best option. There we go. Okay, what's my name? I guess we're just gonna go for the really basic, obvious option here, so we don't spend a lot of time on this. My name is... Can I... Oh, no, I don't want to open up the freaking Steam overlay. Hold on. Does this work? This does not work. Okay, what about if I press Shift and then a key? There we go. Yeah, that's my name.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
Yeah, don't let me read talking.
You get off. Come with me.
Okay. And yeah, I was able to gather that apparently the controls are
Better do what they say.
what you would expect from, I guess, any contemporary, at least for movement, from any contemporary 3D first-person perspective game. Here we go. Oh man. Circle showing up every 2 seconds to pause the stream for 10 minutes really add to the experience. I can certainly imagine that. I've had to deal with that with some Australian streams in recent history, but
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
it just kinda sucks. My hopes and dreams, those hopes and dreams are watching Morrowind and saying dumb stuff. Well, you can probably guess at what's happening. Well, I don't know if you can hear this good enough to, or I don't know, getting enough time, with good enough timing to realize what I'm saying, but especially when I stumble this much, as I usually do.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
But I don't know, I would imagine that if you played Morrowind, from what I've seen, it wouldn't be too difficult to...
We're all waiting.
Well, apparently I can't steal anything yet. Wouldn't be too difficult to, sort of guess at what's happening. Alright, here we are.
I want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
Alright, I sense one of those walker, like Martian tripod type machines from Half-Life 2, except probably not.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Oh boy. Well, looks like we're gonna have plenty of time to allow the dust to settle here. Let's see. Would I be an Oregonian, a lizard person? Would I be a Breton? Apparently a person with a bald spot. That's not the only option. Okay. Would I be a dark elf? As you can see the specials and the skills on the right. Ancestor Guardian resist fire, magicka resist magicka, and dragons. Oregonians have resist disease, immune to poison and water breathing. For athletics and anything. The Bretons have stuff in duration. Is this, I guess these guys would be like the mages. And dark elf. Be better with destruction and short blade, whatever that means. Well, check it here. Mastery of the spell effects of the College of Destruction. Okay, so it's to do with magic. I don't know if I'm gonna want to focus on magic right now. Like, for this type of game, a mage build would probably be something for like the future. More blade skills are more effective with short, quick thrusting weapons like daggers, tantos, swords, and wakazashis, I guess that says. Which one is the deep class? Okay, so High Elf has a magic bonus, but also weakness to all these things, but also disease. I feel like I'm not gonna go with High Elf. Imperial. Longblade, Mercantile, and Beechcraft. That's what that says. I don't read that as. Influence others by admiring, intimidating, and taunting them. Listeners are more willing to divulge information or to entrust important tasks to a skilled speaker. It's a bit appealing. So far, I feel like the options that I would go for would be either Oregonian, Imperial, Acrobatics, jump long distances and avoid damage when falling from great heights. I don't know about that. Eye of Night and Eye of Fears. Yeah, you can tell what these do. Demoralize. I guess that one's a bit self-explanatory, but what about Night Eye? It's just like seeing the dark. Looks like it could be very situational. What about Nord? You got Axe, Blunt Weapon, Medium Armor. Here, immune to Frost, resist Shock, Woad. There's a shield, I guess, and Thunderfire. Frost damage, so... I don't know if these are like skills or like spells, but they seem that way, based on how they're described there. Orc. Resist Magicka, Berserk, and a bonus for armor, strength, heavy armor, and medium armor and blocks, so they'd be like Berserk tanks. I don't know. Still, well, let's check this one out. Redguard. Each resist poison, adrenaline rush. Seems like it's kind of similar to what Berserk could be. And mostly has a long blade bonus. Broadsword, sabers, longswords, claymores, katanas, and dai katanas effectively. I don't know if I want to have much to do with dai katanas. We would have. Light armor, marksman, and sneak. This disease and beast. Command creatures. That feels like it would be incredibly situational. But not that I would know. Common disease is apparently also a fairly common one, but I feel like right now, based on taking a very, very cursory look at all of these bonuses and junk, I'd either go for Imperial or for Argonian. Star of the West, for fatigue 200. The Emperor's Charm. I feel like Imperial might be a bit more interesting, just because of the speechcraft thing. Longblade Mercantile? What is Mercantile? It's like randomized every time we not every time we highlight a class or a race. Better buying low and selling high, lower initial prices for good equipment and services, and improves chances of getting better deals by bargaining. I do wonder about this. I think I'm gonna end up going with Imperial here. Base. I was watching somebody stream Sims 1 just yesterday, and well, technically earlier today, but it was effectively yesterday for me, and I gotta tell you that these faces very much bring me back to that. I don't know if I would call any of these that good, so I guess I would just go for the one that would. Maybe this one where we're just like looking upwards. Something about this one that kind of speaks to me, but go through the little cycle here again. It's kind of interesting too. I think we're gonna go with this one after all. I mean, yeah. What about our hair? We could be bold, which apparently is the predilect for Imperial Ale, I guess. Or we could have what? We could look like the villain of the Seventh Guest, or by other looks. Guess we're gonna go for one of these big gloves here that are like right before it loops into that one or that one. Thinking this one. A bit more, it's got more of a rock kind of look with more of those shades. Right, there we go. What could possibly go wrong? There's a lot out, nothing really.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Alright, let's go get our release finished. And we've established probably just about 2/5 of our identity, or however much it's gonna turn out to be. I'll go to the Sedanine Census Office. Talk to Sakusus Regala.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Alright, so answer his question to generate a class, give him the information, which means picking from a class list, or fill out forms yourself to create a custom class. Well, we're gonna answer the questions, because I'm pretty sure from what little I know of the Elder Scrolls series that if you do this, pretty much the same set of questions in every game.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Claw snare. It's a pretty... not a term for a bear trap, but... It's life as I do not interfere, but I'll take the opportunity to learn more about a strange animal. Herbs from your pack to put it to sleep. Boy. I'm really watching like this, TBH. Oh. To wish that, I'm guessing the quality options I will get to introduced as a factor, but it's up to you if you're gonna be able to hear that specific part of the audio. Let's see. I feel like the one that we definitely wouldn't pick in this case would be number 2. We were trying to be nice. I would go for number 3.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Herbs for your mother who's preparing dinner, work at the forge with him casting iron for a new plow, or go catch fish at the previous Ned and Vine. I feel like out of all of these, we would rather eat forge.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Boy, an even more embarrassing nickname for him, and he just constantly learn a lesson. Yes, for that option, we assume that it's going to be effective. I feel like that wouldn't be guaranteed, but make up a story that makes your nickname a badge of honor instead of something humiliating. Yeah, I feel like all of these are very much a big if. Your cousin, and tell him that he ever calls you that nickname again, you will bloody him worse than... I can go to the first one, honestly.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
You're a thought criminal. Loyal followers who live in the fear, blah blah blah. Well, definitely not that. These times it's necessary evil, this is terrible practice. Been hired by certain city-state kings, so evidently they're already a thing, so I feel like we would have to factor that into, like, what the best option would be at that point in the state of affairs. The path could have certain advantages during a time of war, or in finding someone innocent of a crime. I mean, I feel like no matter what we do, they're not going to be like completely eliminated as a factor, so... Well, definitely not the first one, but I don't know if we would go for between 2 and 3, if we were being honest here. I guess we would probably try to do something like, you know, if we're trying to somehow extend this as a parallel to stuff that you would see in IRL, and we try to find some kind of method to block being read by a telepath. That would be the most practical thing to do, so I guess that would be more reflected in the third option, going for that.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Store, spending the mistake. I feel like that would be the most logical option. What do you use? Look at this money. It's overcharged customers anyway, though. I don't know. I guess we would go for the option that time.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Pick out the bag and pocket it, knowing that the extra windfall. Put the bag and signal to the guard, knowing that the honorable thing to do. Leave the bag there. So basically the choice at this point is, are you going to be basically follow the same logic as in the previous question, or no? It's better not to get involved. Oh boy. Yeah, honestly, at that point, making a bit of an assumption of the context here, but I think at that point, like even if we assume that the money would be untraceable, quote unquote, I think the best, most sensible option would be just to not get involved, assuming that we don't have any more devious stuff in mind.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Yeah, that seems pretty suspicious. Let's see. Or expected to your work, blah blah blah. It's better to not be in debt. Well, better to not be in debt to something that you can't even tell what it's gonna be. That would be the main thing. I mean, that the people can do the job faster than one and really help him with one task of his choosing in the future. Oh boy. I mean, we would probably go for either 1 or 3, but... guess we don't know enough about the other person in question at this point, so... I guess if we trust him enough to go with... I don't know, go with... saying yes, or even consider saying yes. I think the most sensible thing to do would be, I guess, third option, and assume that we can use that to basically argue to him, if need be, that can't be too much that he asks us for.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
What would one of the pipes be hot if we're fixing the stove? We wouldn't be using it at the same time, but... let's see. Push your mother out of the way, grab the hot pipe and try to push it away. Position yourself between your pipe and your mother. I don't know if you would really have the time to make a conscious decision between all these things at that moment, but... so we would try to grab the pipe. So that would probably put in a very specific localized burn or pain.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Why would you go to an alley to eat a sweet roll? Oh well. Why are all these questions like something you have to answer in your imaginary kid state? Well, the sweet roll, but at this moment throw it in the air. Grab the sweet roll and step on it and get ready to fight. Boy. I'm gonna take whatever he owes you, so no matter what, you're going to be taking some kind of vengeance. Some kind of crazy retribution. Let's see if we have that in mind. And if we were confident enough to do that, we'd probably go for the first option.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Very well-dressed man running from a crowd. Boy. And decided to allow the man to pass, realizing that it's probably not to get involved. Boy. The town said immediately, lack of knowledge, or to the band said. I feel like we would just not get involved. There's definitely not enough information to, you know, make a more informed guess about the situation here. But yeah. I missed the part, but that's my problem. My personality and past reflect a witch hunter, really. Okay.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
To the point where it's not even fucking playing anymore. unfortunate. And the sign. Here you go for the sign. My personality for my endurance. If I should. Other bit anything. Stand my little box popping up. I know regarding this game. My speed 25 points. It's not quite the same, but it's pretty similar. I do notice that it seems to be one of the spells, I guess. Let's go with the basic glitch up. Lady, sure.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Okay. Name, race, class. Oh, can we change our class? Let's see. Let's, I don't know, pick class. We had Witch Hunter, but we don't actually know the particulars of that. And I should probably say something in the chat here. I don't know. I'll be a bit less robotic than what I usually just say on impulse. Alright. And I really wish I could, because Twitch has always been like really inconsistent in that regard. Right, here we go. Let's see. Our skills: conjuring, conjuration, enchant, alchemy, light armor, and marksman. Minor skills: armor, block, blunt weapons, sneak, and fists. I don't know, man. Warrior. Thief. Skill: sneak, acrobatics, light armor, and short blade, and minors. Athletics. Rough, take it. I don't know, stealth, combat. I feel like I would want to focus on combat right now, honestly. What about agent? Stealth. We have like the long blade skill with our race, but also speechcraft and mercantilist. Archer would be marksman. I don't know if we would want to specialize in it. Assassin would be Deacon shortly. I don't know if I would want to stealthy weapons, athletics, block. Bard, stealth. Also Longblade, speechcraft and Longblade, and also mercantile. I don't know. I feel like freaking Bard might not be a bad option. Personality and intelligence. Strength or speed. Knight. No, it's something like Paladin. Maybe not. Knighthood. Magic. I probably won't be a healer with this build. Longblade, speechcraft, heavy armor, block, restoration, mercantile. Knight is kind of interesting. Now in between Bard and Knight, I guess. Boy. Hey, Red Bear. Who's the healer? Well, apparently not me this time. Armor, athletics. If only there was like a class that had the ability to pick it up, but also had sneak, longblade, and the other stuff that I like, but also sneak. Maybe I just won't bother with that. About scout, combat, longblade, well, this one might be interesting. I don't know how much use I'm really gonna get out of craft and I can't do this. Yeah, maybe Scout would be a good option, honestly. Let's see. Sorcerer. Well, I am a sorcerer, but enough, I don't think I'm going to be a sorcerer in the game. I feel like at this point we would rather go for Scout. That goes. Real Scout who has the lady sign. Just like kind of a basic option. And let's see, our major skills are Sneak, Long Blade, Medium Armor, Athletics, and Block, and our minor skills are Marksman, excuse me. Alchemy, Alteration, Light Armor, and On-Armored, and Risk skills. So 15 points, not to remind, Mercantile, and after all. In that. So, this would be good enough here. Our build. I have no starting spells, except the stuff from the powers would be the one from the race, and abilities would be the one from the sign. Here. Sneak, Long Blade, Medium Armor, Athletics, Block here. Just go figure all this out. Looks like a good option. Now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus. Okay.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Release fee, you say. Getting your papers by pressing the spacebar while looking at them. Let's take up. Release the papers. Let's see. Released by Emperor Auriel Septimus, the Seventh Decree. To the district of Vardenfell in the province of Morrowind. 16th of last seed 3427. Okay then. Now how the inventory menu. All menus, right click to use your new menu. There we go. Look at the same stuff we were looking at a second ago. Our health, magicka, and fatigue. We're so full of fatigue right now, but we also have we're hand to hand right now because we're not carrying anything. We got a common shirt, shoes, and pants. And nothing else other than the release identification. Which, what is this, the encumbrance or something? Maybe? Probably.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Sellus Gravius.
Sellus Gravius. Alright. What about this chest marked evidence? Block level 50, so if I had to imagine, I would probably think that we can't do much about that at this time. Gonna close this door. Maybe I'll have a chance to. Oh boy. Pick up the dagger on the table by activating it with spacebar. Can I save at this point? No, I cannot. At least not that I can see. We're gonna keep going. What about F5? It's supposed to be the... You cannot save your game right now. Okay, never mind. It's supposed to be the quick save button, and apparently it is. Arched door. Sturdy arched door. Take it down here to like the wine cellar, or whatever this is. Pantry. Can these doors close by themselves? Apparently not. As far as I can tell, anyway. Note to Hariskar. I think I forgot our wager. I want this tiger sharp as a scamp's claw by more. Gansiel or Gansicle. I think that's Gansiel though. It's kind of hard to tell with the font sometimes. Alright, let's equip the dagger by dropping it in our picture. In the inventory menu, really. Okay. Sure, I'm gonna have to change some of these keys in just a minute, but let's see. Short blade one-handed, chop 4-5/4-5, thrust 5-5. Oh, I have to do that twice, okay. Pull out your weapon. Once your weapon is ready to hold and release the left mouse button to swing it. More fatigue will drain, okay. Fatigue is like stamina, I guess. It actually kind of it actually seems like it drains pretty or regenerates pretty quickly. It's right now. Maybe that'll change in the future. I don't know. I'm gonna sheath her dagger. Tell if it's like Thief, or we go faster or slower depending on whether we have the weapon drawn. Well, here's Sidonin, not necessarily, or not the village proper, I guess. Guess we now have a map in the menu too. We're learning so much just by moving through these buildings. Barrel to your left and gather the ring inside. Oh. Got here, engraved ring of healing. This is mine now, and a cup and a pitcher. I don't think we want that. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your power spells and magical items. Click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. What is my active magic anyway? Let's see. Wouldn't we need to equip this ring of healing? Charge. Restore health 1 to 5 points itself. I don't know, do we want that right now? Well, I'm pressing R and nothing's really happening really. Spacebar to talk to the captain, select topics? Yeah, topics to ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he will start to dislike you. Well, what if I am good at it? I mean, I did go for speechcraft as one of my starting, Oh, I pressed tab for some reason, but apparently if you press tab you can switch to third person view. There you go, that's what you look like.
Your papers, please.
That's not the right game. How do I take off equipment that I have? Oh. Just drop it in the inventory instead of ourselves. Alright, let's try some topics, I guess. Take your identification papers, thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I'm Celus Gravius. My background is not important, I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Let's ask about his background anyway. Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, maybe he won't say anything more. What is Morrowind? I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. I don't need to know any more than that. Alright, well. When you leave this office, you are a free man, but before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Well, first let's learn about the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silent secrecy, let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind, and Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. Current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, sir. Men say that you're acting a little strange when they brought you from the ship. Well, maybe I am not of this world. Alright, let's hear about our duties, I guess. This package came with the news of your arrival. You're to take it to Caius Casades in Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Casades. Still know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Okay, let's see. Journal's been updated, directions have been added, package has been added. Where's the Spellmora? Wood passes Pelagiate village and Fort Pelagiate, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moon Moth, and turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. Southwall Corner Club is in southeast, on the east side of the river. Directions. Along the scout at a real straight house here in Spain. Alright then. When you're here, take the Silt Strider to Balmora, fast, cheap and safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Maybe we won't do that because we want to explore, but we'll see. What about this guy? Can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the Southwall Corner Club and ask for him. What about the Silt Strider? They carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. They fares depend on its distance to be traveled. Giant insects, so I guess that's a thing that we saw from the ship. Compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. Driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Well, isn't that something? Travel between Aldron, Balmora, Sidonin, Suran, Gnisis, Molagmar, Margan, and North Landing near. I'm not gonna remember all those names, but I guess by now. Right, so let's grab him. It's been good talking to you. Okay, I can now use our journal and review what we've been told. Probably check out our real straight house up on the left. Okay, I guess that marks the end of the tutorial here. Let's see. Orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfeld district and report to a man named Caius Casades. Also click on the blue words here, I wonder what that means. Okay. Mora is north of Sidonin, blah blah blah. Okay, so just pretty much yeah, it pretty much just recaps what we've already heard. Right, let's see if we can actually save now. We can. Let's create a new save. Apparently my old Bizarre World save is still in existence. This one is gonna be, I don't know, I could harken back to something that I did a long while ago with an uninvited playthrough on stream and call it imminent. Well, I would like to actually be able to use the caps lock or the uppercase letters, so let's go with imminent death. Sure, that'll be good. Right. Oh goodness. What I see, Choco Keki has redeemed Hydrate for 400, so welcome in Choco Keki. And I will take a quick drink of sparkling water thing that I had, where it had ice just a few minutes ago, but it's all gone now. Right. There we go. Thank you for the hydration. Welcome in. Oh yeah, there's something that I noticed. I was looking at the controls a little while ago, and apparently E button is for jumping, and if you press Q, that toggles like an auto run kind of thing. Well, it's better you can call this a run, but so it's some people here. What about you?
I'm listening.
Argoth. I'm sure we'll be in no way suspicious at any time in the future. What to see about arrive at that time of day? How the Imperials treated you? Okay, sure they took my ring. Really? What are the guards had it? I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth route. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. Well, I mean, I don't think we're gonna have any... I think we're gonna have any reason to hold on to this ring for ourselves, so... On the ring, there we go. Thank you. You're now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel who runs the trade house here. He'll be happy to see you now. Well, we didn't try talking to that person before, so... That's really gonna make a difference. Give him the ring. And let's go through all these topics. Let's see. Fargoth the Commoner. In some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Elevated to an island called Solstide north of Vardenfell. Imperial fort up there. Fort Frostmoth or something, though. This would make sense based on what you just said. Around and cool. Latest rumors. Local tax collector possesses Vitellius is missing. No surprise, really. Wasn't that well liked around here. Advice, don't head for the back country until you're ready. Took my stuff and I count myself lucky. There's plenty of work. Opportunities near the towns down here in the southwest, but Red Mountain, no way. Oh, outcast with the Telvanni, not yet. Up north in Shogorad, just toss your stuff in the water and slit your throat. It'll be much faster and less painful. Oh. Guess we'll try to remember those names in the back of our mind. Merchants and traders who like you. Members of your own factions usually like you best. Not sure what that entails just yet. In my trade, I'm a Covenor. By your accent, I can tell you're an Outlander. Oh, would like to share a little local lore, yes. Apparently there's nothing more. Food and sundries from a real trade house. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not much else in the way of services. We ask services when we already asked about services. Will that give us anything else, I wonder? This time is terrible. Services just loops itself. Baltimore runs a real trade house. Acusa's Argala is the chief agent at the census. Excise officers? Not sure what that would mean in that context. Specifics. House, and that's it. Starter service goes to Vivek, Almora, Gnisis, and Suran. I don't know if I'm reading all those correctly. Alright, I guess we're gonna try talking to someone at the trade house next. I'm guessing that's gonna be one of these buildings. We could try talking to the other people that are out here, though there's not that many of them. Hello, guard. I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. We have garrisons at Fort Pelagiat and Pelagiat, Hawkmouth. Fort Pelagiat and Pelagiat, Hawkmouth, Fort in Ebonheart, Fort Moonmoth in Balmora, Fort Buckmoth in Aldrun, and Fort Darius in Knesset. The Imperial Legion, well, we are an Imperial, I think. All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Death's Legion at Fort Darius in the west. Gash near the village of Knesset. Right. Talk about more. The tax collector is missing. That's the second person that we've talked to that said the same thing. We've seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of divine intervention scrolls in long expeditions. Urgency accident lets you move a lot more loot than you can carry on foot, and faster goes without saying. Keep that in our minds. Deidre, you know what, they are right. Really, Deidre shrines are where Deidre cults worship Deidre. Bad people who summoned bad Deidre, stay away from them. Deidre are nasty, and the folk who worship them are even nastier. That begs the question. Right. It doesn't really say much more. Other than to keep moving. Okay.
Go ahead.
Vodunius, Noxius, Nucius. Looking to get out of Sadaline, I'll give you a little advice. Still try to Vivek and Valmora, or Valmora. You'll see Darvain Leran over at the Strider Port over the bridge and cast along the water. Tell her Vodunius Noxius sent you. That's me. Tell Darvain Leran I sent. But let's see. Vodunius Noxius Commoner. Where the local tax collector Processus Vitellius is missing. Surprise, really. He was not well liked around. Someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're gonna break the law. There you go. Maybe he's an experience. A lot of these is repeated, it seems. Garden Lighthouse, and that's it. Silt Charter services go to Vivek, Valmora, Gnisis, and Suran. Road goes north past Pelagia to Valmora, and east to Vivek, and southeast to Ebonheart. Alright, let's also talk to that guard, but why don't we try to, I don't know, these places. And go to Sadaline Terroris Gervain's house. So, Terroris Gervain. Like some help finding your way around, very sensible. Right, services, specific place, someone in particular, or just a little advice. Let's go over these things on the right in order again. Commoner. Tax collector is missing. Stay away from the mud crabs, swamp fever. Go join the tribunal temple. Initiates get free cure disease at the shrines. You're an outlander, maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedra cults worship the bad Daedra. When I go before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra. Molech Bal, Malakath, Shogorath, and Merunes Dagon, I guess. You know where Dagon comes from, at least. Daedra shrines, but lately, since the Empire came in, some people have taken up to worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites. need anything. Stop. Rebel place, same people, and the same thing. Well, there we are.
Head Outlander, what do you need?
Well, I already talked to you. A little bit late with that reaction there. So I guess that's a lighthouse there, pretty sure. But the census office just came out of. It was from that door, I think.
This is a wondrous encounter. Welcome.
I wasn't talking to you. Like a separate door? This is... But it's locked. Okay, we can't go into there and... Can't hardly come back in here, I guess, where this dude's hanging out.
Greetings and salutations.
This might technically be a separate building over on this side that we haven't been in yet. That looks like it's outsider to me. We would have to go around to actually be able to get on top of that thing. What about this house over here? Ladonius Notius's house, which is locked, I guess, because it's not in there right now. He doesn't say anything about me trying to get into his house. Hey, well, Rion. Swamp fever capital of the world. Boy. Latest rumors. Governor. Tax collector is missing. Oh, here we go. That's different. Most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions who might consider services in one of the Dunmer great houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders and you have to look around hard for a patron. Great House are where the real opportunities are. House Lalu and House Redoran are available. Stelvani, the Wizard House, are another story. Well, how do we... Dark-skinned, red-eye elven people of Morrowind, the Westerners call us Dark Elves, what we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. There we go. Nice little secret. That Deidra, we already heard about them. Commoner. Damn little squad, the bad place. People, yeah. So we learned about the elf guilds. How about you? You look like an elf too. Haven't seen your imperial face before. Eldafire, or yes, Eldafire, but I noticed something about those smugglers in the Adamasartus cave. Over there near the sealed cider port, he had these guards. Look at them just starting around. Someone must have paid them to ignore the smuggling going on. We'll be doing that. Yet how do you recognize a Diedrich shrine? They've got long funny names like Ashur Nebibi or Saint Tiraris. Are well-known sites like Alt Satha and Balfell. And stone architecture is unmistakable. Big dark grey-green stone ruins, funny angles, funny markings and patterns on the stone. Weird oval crooked doors, and inside all funny angles. Well, you got interiors then. And the rest is... Ooh, the Altmer. We actually get to ask about the Altmer this time. A little, different because it's also an Altmer. Proud, wise, and beautiful. The Empire is built on the arts, crafts, and sciences of the High Elves. Our pure blood protects us from disease and makes us superior spellcrafters. Oh, I'm sure. The rest of these soldiers have anything else to say? Probably not. Yes.
I see you. Hello.
If they did, they'd probably have names. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, we've been in that house, we've been in that house. We can't go this house or not, because apparently that's Eldafire's house, and I think we're gonna be able to get in there without...
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
I wasn't talking to you. Let's see, let's do a quick save, I guess. Test that out. Saving. Okay, let's try loading a quick save. These creatures that we have no intimation of. yet. Okay, this is the trade house as well. We've been told multiple times to go there, but I don't want these mud huts down here. And Drellir Rathrian Shack, I think we've already met that person. Orin Glynnith Gilnith's Shack. Let's see. Apparently he doesn't want to talk to us about a whole lot. Doesn't like that we're posing on his home. Hollow tree stump, is there anything here? Apparently there isn't. Are these all people that we've talked to? Nope. Haven't talked to Tellery Helvey yet. Does this person say anything different? That's Boomer. We'll be looking for better armor and a decent weapon. A lot of people out there are wearing very nice armor and carrying very nice weapons. You don't want to go taking those things from honest citizens who end up doing hard labor. If you happen to find some outlaws wearing nice armor and carrying nicer weapons, the bailiffs don't mind at all if you knock them over the head and take their stuff. Yeah, I would have imagined. Deidre, worship the bad Deidre. Yeah, heard about those. Commoner, services, Solstheim. Okay. Little by little, we're actually learning something important or useful sounding things. Ren Lenim Shack. I guess we haven't met that person yet. How about you? Haven't met you yet either. Oh, you're Ren Lenim.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Outlander. Governor Dunmer, Vitellius, better armor. People over the head. Buy from merchants and traders who like you. We did hear that before. Okay, what about this house? Finemouth Shack. It's Finemouth.
Speak.
Oh, Finemouth is an Riconian middle of things. The local tax collector is missing. Natives are not very friendly. They still resent that the Empire. Look down on the other races. They don't like Outlander Dunmer very much either. If you aren't Dunmer and native born, you're an Outlander just like the rest of us. So I guess it would be mostly Dunmer kind of territory. I'm not quite sure. Boy. You know what, they are right. Heard about the in locations.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you
Need anything. You just happen to be right there. I didn't actually mean to talk to you. Right. Jump isn't gonna work that great in this game. Well, maybe it will at some point, but too spectacular right now. Can we try bunny hopping? Maybe that'll put in something. Not. Maybe we shouldn't try to do that. We got like 3 of these mud shacks down here. By the freaking swampy puddle with the hollow log. There's the lighthouse. I don't know if there's gonna be anything in the lighthouse, but I'm just like so very adamant I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I think we actually will go to the trade house. If we do anything else for once, because maybe that'll actually help me save time if I don't know, they tell me to go somewhere else in the town, or I do anything. Let's take this entrance into the place. Wait, got the back door. That's the back door. Why not looks out into the main street? Okay.
I don't recall using teleportation, and yet there I was. Alone. Naked.
Interesting. Let's talk to Tovis Otherland first, who wants to look at us. Commoner, Dunmer. Doesn't claim to saw a city in the water near Gnar Mok. He's a drunkard though. It's too much time in the sun. Bitter green Outlander, but we're a sign new in town. By a little goodwill. You Drakes get a friend. Folks will be up if you still live with the Emperor's gold around. Would like to do that, but I don't know if we could have a renewable source of gold anytime soon. Eventually learn that. I want to tax you first, you have the right to defend yourself, yeah.
May I help you?
Oh, I guess you already did. What about you? Find out what this dude is all about. Order for goods or coin, and I have a small selection of spells for sale. No credits. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or popular scrolls? Let's get the rumors first. Riskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't win a wager these days. Want to live to a ripe old age by a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Spell or two and practice your skills. On practice on citizens we call that foul murder and we don't like it, but you can kill smugglers and bandits and all other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. And smugglers come down in Adamasartus, for instance. Cave down near the Silt Strider platforms. Well, yeah, apparently we're gonna have to kill everyone in there at some point or another. I don't know if it'd be a good idea right now. Overcome disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Modify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Fortify fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health, or perhaps other items. And for a short burst of power during a fight you can beat Reef, Chain, Flynn, Masta, and Sujama. Are not self-explanatory names. Divine Intervention, transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. CV Intervention and Divine Intervention. Okay. Vigor and Vitality, restore fatigue and health. Teen or Emergency Transportation, Heartwise helps with Persuasion, Summon Skeletal Minion brings help in a jiffy. And Drakis Winter Guest draws a lot of damage at a touch. Not about practicing their skills. Practice on creatures and outlaws. Without run away. If you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine, and clear your name. It's alright then. Like Sid in Dark Souls. Well, time is still a terrible place. It's pretty much it. I don't know if we'd want to buy anything new just yet, but let's check upstairs. Hello, Riskar. What food? Well, yeah, I just saw two downstairs and a bunch more outside. I'd like you to help me recover some gold, really. Worry about that first. Had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. People are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. Oh boy, he's come up light in the past couple of weeks. When I've shaken him down, I know he's stashing it somewhere. Find Fargoth's hiding place. Little fetcher's got one somewhere in town, just not sure where yet. I've already gone through the small house, so I know he's not hiding it there. His whole house. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. I mean, not reason would I have not to trust this guy. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. What movements? I spot this point on top of the lighthouse south of town. Love to see about that. That will give you a nice view of all of Seed and Eden. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's getting that gold. We'll give that a try. Let's get a... where he's hiding his loot. What about the Imperial Legion? I'd like to join the Imperial Legion, I guess. He's one of those dudes.
Today is your lucky day, so let's hear it.
Let's hear it. What about Seed and Eden? Coast Guard Cutters... Coast Guard Cutters of Senses and Excise. Docked here controlled smuggling and piracy on the Inner Sea. Waters enclosed between mainland Morrowind and Vardenfell, called the Inner Sea. The northeastmost province of the Tamrielic Empire. Northbound in the north and east by the ocean, on the west by Skyrim, on the southwest by Cyrodiil. Also known as the Imperial Province, and on the south by Black Marsh, known as Ergonia. But Vardenfell. For the settled southwest, Vardenfell is covered by hostile desert wastes, arid grasslands and volcanic badlands. Heavily populated by the nomadic Ashlander tribes. Braggart, I do a little of this, little of that. A friend of mine says you have to visit the House of Earthly Delights in Saran. Merchants know their own inventories far better than you do. Never attempt to trick them into buying something you stole from them. It's alright then. Anything else that we haven't heard about yet? I'm a scout, I know places. People, lands, paths, wind, and weather. So it's a guide for travelers and traders who work as an advance guard and pathfinder for expeditions. Various geographic regions. My best defense is stealth, sneaking past trouble, but I can fight bow or blade. Scadian Isles, the Ashlands, Azur's Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Greaselands, Molagamur, Red Mountain, Westgash, and Shogorad. Also the Smuggler's Coast. Hidden coves and islands are handy for smugglers. You can raid and fog hide small boats from excise cutters. Dragonfell is the only settlement reached by ship services. Wooden sundries from a real trade house. That's a rural group. Anyone who offers trading. Heard about that. When by trade. Shagrat, Silk Strider. Sure, we've heard all of these. So, get a couple more people to talk to, apparently. So, Albisius Cololius. See if you have anything else. Battle Mage. Full lost mentors ring in a tomb along the Bitters Coast, or so they say. Need to know about Corpus. It's a disease that turns normal creatures into beasts, turns men into twisted, bad lumps of flesh, superhumanly strong and full of hatred. Corpus from fighting with deceased creatures. It's hard to get Corpus, but harder to get rid of it. Here, there is no cure. Better keep that in mind. Battle Mage, though, arrayed as a Western Knight with heavy armor, axes, and long blades. My primary training is in the College of Alteration. Destruction and Conjuration. Takes of Restoration, Mysticism, and Illusion colleges and can there be any more terrible master of the science of war than a Battle Mage? But apparently not much more. There might be Tandram Andalin. Bard. Dunmer or Dunmer, how did you even be expected to say that? Practice a lot to improve your skills. You want to increase your general level of competence, focus on your major skills. Other little tip, newcomers forget always carry a little food so you can freshen up when fatigue gets you down. Entertainer, I share songs and stories with patrons and peasants. History of human nature, because a good bard, even though he's not human, a good bard must experience adventure at first hand in order to use trauma effectively. I to defend myself with the noble tools of medium armor and long blade, and have mastered minor mysteries of alchemy. Just read. And he says the same thing about pretty much everything else.
I don't believe it.
Only the bar person left to talk.
Anything I can do for you?
Alone. Hydration squad. Lambda Delta has redeemed hydration one more time, so time to take another sip of this. There we go. Hydration. Gonna make dinner, then I'll be back, alright. Yeah, that's what a normal person phrases. Right, Chocokiki, have fun making dinner, see you later. See you in a bit. That's how I should have said that, but apparently I need a lot more time to put my thoughts in order, but yeah, there you go. I'm not interrupting anything. Alone the scout. In directions to Pelagia, Balmora, Caldera, Ivanhart or Vivek. Let's see. Pelagia is a newly chartered Imperial village on the road north from Vivek to Balmora. Which is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style, and Pelagiad looks more like a village and in the Western Empire than a Morrowind. They're about all. Mora is the district seat of House Halalu and the largest settlement in Vardenfell after Vivek City. Maybe I better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk. So now we have that in our inventory, I guess. What Caldera? Varden, Vivek. To hear about these two. Recently chartered Imperial Town and Mining Corporation north of Balmora, road to Old Rune. Has been granted an Imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. New town recently built in Western Imperial style. Most of the citizens are outlanders and new colonists. Let's rest of these before anything else, I guess. Ivanhart is south on the road from Pelagia, built on the western shore of the water-founded city of Vivek. Ivanhart is the seat of the Imperial government for Vardenfell district and a busy center of maritime trade. Castle Ivanhart is the home of Duke Vedamdren, the district emperor. The Vardenfell district council chambers and Hawkmoth Legion garrison. Interesting. Heard about Vardenfell district, I guess not. What are the 6 administrative districts of the Imperial province? I guess that's like siege or something. About Vivek at last. Largest settlement on Vardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Built in Norvain Bay, completely surrounded by water, the city itself is a group of giant town-sized buildings called cantons. High Fane, I think that says Fane, and the Palace of Vivek are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Right. Let's see what else we haven't asked about yet. Out and Journeyman of the Blades. Bitter Coast. Salt marshes and hot swamps in the Bitter Coast are inhabited, with the only settlements being found at the good harbors of Narmok, Odd, and Sidonin. Well, you know where we are. Rough track along the river Odai connects Odd with the town of Balmora, and you know where we are. Most visitors from the Empire make landfall at the port of Sidonin, where we are by the Imperial Census and Excise Commission. Let's see. Very good. Geographic regions. Novgorod. We care about Sheogorod. Two small villages at Aldredania and Dragonfell. Mercy. Latest rumors. The tax collector is still missing. Armor, a decent weapon. Do you recognize a Daedric Shrine? I've heard that one before. A scout, I know places. My best defense is stealth, sneaky past trouble, but I can fight should you require it. The other scout we talked to. Just see. Override. Strider. Someone in particular, specific places. Oh boy. There we go. More information there. Plan to travel widely, get a copy of Guide to Vardenfell from a real Scout maps. I guess we might consider that in the future, but I mean, we have our own map. Vardenfell district. I haven't heard about Aldrun or Sadrith Mora.
did I put that?
What about the store? 30-hour store, which is locked, so don't mess around with that yet. Let's check out exactly how much I can buy from this dude.
Oh, greetings.
Right now.
You too. May we talk?
We barter. Oh yeah, we may talk, we were already talking. That. Lichen, crumpled root, I don't know what any of these would be good for. Maybe crab meat would be good for eating hair. I guess a lot of these would be for... Oh, so this it says right there, cure. Store fatigue, eats. And this is mortar and pestle. Lives of the Saints. How about apparel? How much would one of these cost? I feel like we don't really have enough money to start spending on this kind of thing, right? Like, find a better way. How about Misk? This looks like magic to me. Scrolls, which I guess all means that you can use it even if you don't have the magical aptitude, so it would be like the scrolls in Diablo. Journeyman's locked. And a bunch of junk that of be of any use. Journeyman's armorer's hammer. Well, maybe we can use that as like a weapon or something. I don't know about that one either. Spells. Only afford spark and a few others. So, Magicka. I don't know if these spells are like a permanent thing, but I don't know if they would be able to really use any of them anyway. Let's see. Let's just get out of here. I feel like we've been spending quite a bit of time just like getting the lay of the land, but we haven't really accomplished much. I guess we head out here, which seems to be the outskirts of the city. On the Hope City, quote unquote. Outskirts of town. Maybe some extra stuff to be found right at the exit, even though most of the stuff is going to be right outside the census office. So before we mess around with that, let's go over here. Let's check it out. What's over here, actually? It's my better judgment, probably. Get here. Luminous Rusula. Anything from these things? We can take some Luminous Rusula, which apparently gives water breed. Let's take that. Origin would really be a profitable venture, I am sure. More over here. And a few more over there. Am I getting encumbered by carrying more of these? Wonder. Got 6 and we're at 12. I'm not even sure what this is. That might actually be encumbrance. I'm still at 12. I can imagine not very good. Oh, now I'm at 13. I think it's gonna take quite a bit to actually fill that up all the way with just stuff you find by the side of the road, but that remains to be seen. Syrian lighthouse. Okay, here we go. What's in the lighthouse? I wondered. What about this paper lantern? It doesn't look very papery to me, but what do I know? What about the crate? Oh, there's stuff in the crate. I wonder if this belongs to anyone. Exclusive restaurant items. Before we fuck around with that, why don't we, wait, you're here. Didn't even realize that we're...
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Vedrano. Do you live here, I wonder? Commander. Latest rumors. No surprise, really. Give me a second, actually, so I can adjust my chair a little bit here. Okay. That's a little better. Okay, local tax collector has gone missing. Let's see if there's any new information at all that we can get from this person. Alright then, I'm guessing that if we try to start stealing things from this place, that person might have a problem with that. Guess we'll refrain from that at this time. The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. By Volthraga Yamort, translated by Apthorn. Oh boy. Should I bother reading all this? It does seem kind of extensive. Guess I should probably keep it in mind at least. Sometimes called the Wraiths. Keep Kaisna Graminfang. Oh boy. Well, this is kind of interesting, at least. The old boss really used to say there's no point in hoping for what can't be. Unless we're in Dragonfell, so I guess that's what this is supposed to be. Oh no. Alright then. Wraith's Wedding Dowry, I guess we should have guessed how that was gonna end based on that name. I get the feeling that there's gonna be quite a few more volumes like that. And I probably shouldn't actually stop to read all of them, but... Well, here we are, I guess. This is the top part of the lighthouse. Not really sure how well this is gonna work. Just with a beacon like that, but... I guess we're gonna have to come back here during the night time. We can figure out where Fargoth goes, maybe, and right where his secret stash is. Surely there won't be any repercussions with me apparently becoming his friend by giving the ring back. After I basically end up stealing from him to help the other guy. Shall have to be determined, right? I guess about the only thing left for me to do before I
Something you need?
head out to do anything more specific
Hello, Outlander. I hope you went to...
would be getting to the other side of the river and seeing what the houses here are about. Boy. Apparently too, this is like the high setting draw distance. See,
something from me?
more stuff just popping out of existence or into existence in the background there. That's Celine Durarin Theralis' house. Durarin Theralis, yes, so lots of these dark elves here. Commoner Dunmer, that's their name, I guess. Rough customers come into town now and then for supplies. They might be smugglers and bandits that hold up locally. Doing a public service to clean them up and might find yourself some loot in the bargain, yeah. Everyone wants me to take care of the bandits, so I guess that's like an unwritten quest. Deidra, Commoner, Services, all this time. Right, well, there we are. And Fargoth's house, I guess. You don't really need to check that. So we know that that's not where the secret stash is gonna be. It's that over there. That looks interesting. It stands out from the background, so I can't imagine this going wrong at all. Arg. Oh, I didn't... Oh, here we go. There was a mud crab. I don't know what that yellow bar was about. So I guess we're fine if it didn't end up affecting us. Hold on. Put that over here and drag this over to the other corner so we can kind of try to fit both of these and make them visible. What about the mud crab? It apparently was carrying some crab meat. I'll take that crab meat. Guess if you start fighting monsters in the presence of guards like that, they'll probably come help you out. That's nice. And hey, we're still alive, so I would like to imagine that we did well enough in our handling of that mud crab. There's another one. I wonder if I do this with no help, well maybe that guy will actually see us and come help out. Yeah, I basically do this with a very misguided sort of way. Oh, that will... Oh, never mind. And yeah, I did end up coming to steal my kill. Yet again. I wonder if I'm like getting cheated out of experience or anything like that by that happening, but... If there's more crap over here. I probably shouldn't be straying this far outside of the town limits just yet, but... Oh, there's a corpse. What's up with this guy? Get more luminous Rusula. Foraging, I guess. Who's this? Processus Vitellius. Oh, hey, it's the tax guy that went missing. Let's grab the tax record, I guess, and let's rob him of 200 gold, I guess. Let's take all of it. I don't think we want his stuff, though. We already have common gear. Keep on getting as many mushrooms as possible. I wonder if we like try to sell these off, if we'll be able to get a decent price for them. Or at least something to, I don't know, at least try to obtain some kind of renewable gold source at this point, but yeah. Looks like we found the dead tax guy. I wonder if he should, oh shit. Should try to tell that to somebody. Okay. I don't know if I am apparently incapable of missing this, this creature completely. I'm not sure. Is the yellow bar the enemy's health bar, I wonder? I suppose that would make sense with some of what I'm seeing here, yeah. I would imagine that the yellow health bar being less full is a good thing. I sure hope we don't run into the other creature that was behind us, so... Or I'm totally failing to even land a hit on this thing over and over again. There. But it totally feels like there's something else that's... Jesus Christ, okay, there we go. That was a Kwama Forager, and he dropped a Kwama Cuddle. Okay, hopefully we're fine. We took a bit of damage there. But... Increases every time you gain a level. Down from 45 to 35 damage. I wonder if there's a way to increase that without items. I think there might be. Remember that you can, from the very, very brief time that I did spend playing this in the past, do remember that you can, oh, this guy's still here. Return, you see. Dispose of the corpse, maybe? Probably a good idea. That'll keep him from... Well, I don't know what that'll do. I don't know if this guy's ever gonna return of his own accord. He's gonna stand there and gaze at the horizon now. I guess we're gonna dispose of the corpse. Maybe that'll like make it easier for new monsters to spawn in that particular part of the land. Which I'm guessing would be a good idea if you want to like grind them or something. But we're at 34 health this time. Don't remember how, but I think there is something we can do to like, I don't know, sleep until a certain time. It does seem to be like getting late. It's on the look of the lighting. Maybe we'll have a chance to spy on Fargoth soon. Okay, in Armok. Oh, either that way. Did the freaking water lighting just change a bit? Maybe it did. Sedanine is right over there. Pelagiad and Vivek are that way. And so are Evenhart and Balmora. Hey, you're here.
Go ahead.
The other guard's still over there? Can't tell. Ever. Maybe he like... Nope, he is still over there. You can see him from here. I wonder if he'll like despawn and then go back to a more normal location if we just go far enough away from where he is. That's probably what's gonna happen. Right, let's grab more luminous Rusla, I guess. I mean, this is probably a good idea, right? I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. So, circle around a little bit so we can get to the Silt Strider thing. Being told by so many people that we're supposed to take this and get right over to the next town that we're supposed to go to, instead of taking out any other route. But I still think that we should take the long way around and explore. This is the seaport village of Sedanine. I'm a caravaner and I manage the Silt Strider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride, or if you're new to Sedanine, I can help you with local services or any specific place you're looking for. Caravanners. Dervaim Hlaren. Oh, we did, we can tell her about the murder of Processor Vitellius. I guess we can actually tell people about that now. Getting into Balmora, Vivek, Gnisis, and Suran. Are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people doing there? Okay, that's not different. All its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists. I think we might be getting a little bit ahead of script there. Most Outlanders stick close to the Imperial Guilds and Legion. Might consider services in one of the Dunmer Great Houses. We'll see about that. Owns the murder. Found his body. It's up to you to what to do with that information. Suppose that Societas Regala in the Census and Excise Office would be the one to tell if that's your inclination. Well, I don't know why we would want to, like, keep that information from anyone, but... Transport you by Sealed Strider to various destinations for a modest fee. Destinations, yeah. Also, we were sent by this person, so... He steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now. Poor fellow, I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind. Oh, no kidding.
Where would you like to go?
I'll decide that later. Right now, I guess I'm just gonna look at the journal one more time. See what we got now. Got a few more things. And a postman named Fargoth who claims the Imperials have stolen a ring of his. He would like it back, and I gave it. So. Rumors mention my name to the trader here in town are real. I've heard rumors of an island to the north of Ardenfell named Solstheim. There's an Imperial fort named Fort Frostmoth, but we'll get there in time. There's now a boat in Cool that offers transportation to the island of Solstheim. Oh wait. I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Scar Flatfoot asked me to do him a favor. He believes that Fargoth had been hiding money. The Imperials, he'd like to know where it's gone. Alright, well, we could use money right now. But keep an eye on him from atop the lighthouse in town and watch where he goes. I should watch him at night. I'm not supposed to approach him at any time, shoot and retrace his footsteps and find out where he's hidden the money. On a corpse while traveling near Sedonin. Seems to be the corpse of Processus Vitellius based on some items found on his body. He's carrying a parchment with what looks like tax records. At 100 gold on his body, probably taxes he'd collected. Didn't think Vodonius Nocius was happy here. Okay, so let me see. I guess we go and try to talk to him again. Be the thing now, but also if we check our inventory, let me see. We do anything with the tax record itself. There we go. That's how we read it. This is an excise office. Real paid. Durarin Thuralas paid. Aldefire didn't pay. Or Vodonius, or Fargoth, or Finmouth, or Foreign. So I guess we could like go away with that information and help those people out maybe. I'm not quite sure how that would work, but I guess since it's getting nighttime now, I'm gonna I can spy on Fargoth. Hey, we're just talking about this guy.
What may I do for you?
The murder of that guy. I guess we're gonna tell the dude, but probably gonna be given a choice of how much information to give him. Not happy here, oh boy. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune on all of Yoris' cursed ring. To give me 100 drakes for it, the ring itself is worth more than that, but the enchantment is cursed and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster, but it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Well, that doesn't sound very nice, but I guess we could buy it for him as a... Well, we don't have 100 drakes right now, so... Change your mind, come see me again. Okay, good, so that doesn't go away forever. I was wondering about that. Hey, welcome back, Chocokeki. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. And, I guess we can talk to some of the people in the trade house to see what they have to say about the murder. I don't know if he was murdered by someone or if he just ended up being murdered by monsters. Practice your skills. Apparently we can tell this guy, even though I thought he would be the one to tell. What does the journal say now? I guess nothing about that thing. I guess we're gonna have to buy that ring from him eventually. Yeah, as long as we're here. Let's see if we can sell this dude some of the junk that we've been picking up. Apparently we got 100 friendliness with him, probably because of we gave the thing to Fargoth. Let's see. Misk, maybe? Yeah. I wanted to sell him some Luminous Rusula. You know, like, what his price would be. Average gold is 800, so I guess we're kind of thinking like too big scale right now. The package for Chaos Crusades directions to Chaos Crusades and Alone's directions to Balmora. I would probably want to hold on to the crab meat and the cuddle because that's actual food, but what if we try to give him, I don't know, 3 of these? We got 800 gold. My gold is 287 right now. You know what? All sold to what? One second. Did we just like give those away? Did we just buy something else and I didn't realize? No, apparently we pretty much gave it away, but he also gave it to us back, so... total cost 4, hold on. Why don't we just put cancel, because I'm kind of confused by this. Total cost is 0. Why don't we give him these and then cancel it to 6, total sold 4, okay. Why don't we give him just 1? What is one of these things worth? 1. We'd be better off just like selling off. Yeah, apparently we got 1 gold for that transaction. It's a little bit weird. Not figuring out exactly how that works. How do we give him this? He also sells it for just 1. And that, so we can't get a lot of gold just by foraging right now, it seems. Well, we could talk to some of the people here and tell them about the murder, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know if Fargoth's hiding place yet. We should probably go out and, you know, actually do the stakeout. Yeah, pretty much everyone is saying to go tell the census guys, so I guess that's what we'll end up doing.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
But right now, let's... I don't know, let's see where Fargoth is now. Let's also see this. Violet Caprinus is a different type of mushroom to the one we've been collecting. If this doesn't have any actual practical use, apparently water walking might have more of a practical use if we consume it than if we try to sell it.
What do you want?
Have I spoken to you before? Probably have, yeah. I guess, okay, there's Fargoth, I think. Know how close we would have to be for to consider that we're like... or for the game to consider that we're being detected by him or what have you. Not entirely clear on restriction yet, but it looks like Fargoth might actually be coming this way. I don't know. Shit. Kind of stuck in the geometry near the stairs there. Actually really hard to tell like who's who based on the draw distance here, but I mean, we were told that we're supposed to look from the top of the lighthouse, but I question how good of an idea that's actually going to be. Shit. Because I'm pretty sure that Fargoth is the guy that's holding the candle. I'm not sure... can't really zoom in, can we? Not sure if I can even make that out right now. That person looks like they're wearing a dress, so that's probably not him. There isn't like an actual... let me quick save it for anything else, I guess, but... I still have 34 or 45 things. Health. I'm kind of wondering how I would actually restore that. I think that's Fargoth actually, the one that's got like the highest elimination. There isn't like a thing that I can do to zoom in, is there? That would be too... too convenient, I think, and apparently I'm right. Oh, here we go, it's stakeout time. And I'm keeping my cursor trained on Fargoth for as long as I can. Just waiting for him to make his move. This conspicuous candle. Still not really doing anything. I can't tell if he's in the way that his frame looks sometimes, if he's somehow able to see me all the way from down there. And now one of the guards, I think, is just walking into him. How would this work in, like... what year did this come out? I have my phone next to me, let's see. You know, I was actually talking about... oh shit, what? Okay, apparently if you wait long enough, you just get a... the camera rotating around yourself in third person. That's kind of weird. Apparently he's just gonna stand in that one position for quite a long time during the night, but I mean, so are the other people that seem to be around here. I know he's going in a direction where I don't know where he's going. I can really see him from here. Oh, he's coming back. There we go. Okay, let me see. Morrowind. Seems to be pretty much walking back and forth next to the... so that's supposed to be the fence of this house. Yes, the third installment. Well, I sure can't see him anymore. He's in 2002 for Microsoft Windows and Xbox, so yeah, around the same time as... it's actually a little newer than The Sims 1. About this just yesterday, because I was talking about The Sims 1. So this would be like Windows 98, Windows XP kind of fare. And it would probably be like not super higher than... Not him, I don't think that's him. I think that might be him. I can't tell if that's like him or if that's guard. Whoever that is, it looks like they're holding a candle, but looks more like a guard, but I don't know if they're also holding candles. Okay, I'm kind of wondering how you would see this. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's him. So I sure know that whatever he's doing is not on, you know, that other side of the censor's house, because if that's the case, I'm definitely not going to be able to see it from here. I really want to, like, go up to the actual top. I guess I could, but it really doesn't make a difference. But it makes it even harder, I think, to tell. So the view doesn't fucking change. Let's just keep him in the toy. In our sights. There we go, so he might actually be going somewhere now. I think this might actually be working out now. Maybe. Stopping by the bottom of that tree, is he going into that little puddle to where the freaking stump is. I think that might be the hiding place, because that's about the only place that we saw in that area where... well, it was a location that we could actually check and inspect. And now we're just going somewhere else, so I get the feeling that because we're told to look out of the town from the top of the lighthouse, and that's basically the only thing that we can see from here. That's like an actual hiding place. I get the feeling that might be what we're told. I get the feeling that he's going to his house now, so... we go down there and inspect that for ourselves, because I'm guessing that he's not going to be coming back anytime soon. Also, I'm seeing on my little feed here that apparently Choco Keki has followed. I'm not sure why that didn't trigger an alert, but let me check Streamlabs real quick. Let me actually tab out for a second, see if I can figure this out and see if it registered there. But thank you for following, Choco Keki, excuse me. Let me see. It shouldn't take more than a minute. Let's see. Just events, I guess. It's giving me like a several days old thing actually for follow. If I can replay it now and see what happens, what it looks like.
Nice.
There you go. Also got like 34 notifications, oh Christ, with the bell on the actual Streamlabs site. Jeez. Apparently just a bunch of notices for crap that I don't know what it is. It's like different functionalities and what have you, but I don't really feel like looking into it because I really barely use Streamlabs. I pretty much only use it for the alerts and nothing else. I don't even use it for the chat, as you can tell. Not at the best of times, anyway. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that whatever that is was over here the entire time, and yet Fargoth just fucking... yeah, here we go. And I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the hiding place. We can literally just steal his shit back. 300 gold. Lockpick. And the Ring of Healing.
Hello, Outlander.
Go ahead, Outlander.
I
What do you
hope it
need?
won't take too much.
So I guess we're gonna report back to the other person and see what they have to say about our findings. We were supposed to find Fargoth's hiding place, and indeed we did. Grab it. Give you 100 gold and you can keep anything else that you found in there. Well, I wonder if Fargoth's still gonna be our friend. I guess he wouldn't know that it was us who screwed him over. Well, we got 100 gold for completing that quest, even after capitulating to him, I guess. I'll make that little fetcher pay for lying to me, although I gotta be honest, it's kind of fun messing with the little guy. If you take something from his place and stick it in that old barrel in the center of an excise courtyard, it gives the arrival something to look forward to. I'm not quite sure what to make of both this guy and Fargoth at this point, but I guess we'll do more or learn more in the future. But I guess we're sticking to that outcome. Riskar was grateful that I found the money that Fargoth had been hiding. He was in a hollow tree stump in a muck pond in town. People would actually want to check in there.
How can I help you?
Speaking of Fargoth, is that him over there? I don't know if I try to talk to him, but... no. Is he still our friend, I wonder? Like, screw ourselves over here. Don't bother trying to rob me, the Imperials have taken everything away. Oh, what's the matter? Oh. I don't have a hiding place, at least not anymore. Okay, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have mentioned that.
I have
a feeling that you and I are about to become very close.
It seemed the fuss about the Nerevarian prophecy was just silly superstition. Then I learned that the Dunmer had been waiting for Lord Nerevar to come back for centuries. The Incarnate, they call it. Every few years an Ashlander appears and the tribes call him the Incarnate, and the temple goes out, hunts him down and reveals him as a fake. I wonder about that, but I think we should like really go back in time a little bit so that we don't end up losing our favor with him. Let's do that. Back into our previous save, which should put us, I guess right before we collect the stuff from the hiding place itself, yeah. Come on. For some reason I'm pressing shift to do the auto run. Maybe I should change it to that, or maybe not. I'm feeling I'm eventually gonna want to change, you know, jump to space and use to E. But let's take all this crap. Let's never talk to Fargath about the hiding place, because I guess that will make it obvious that we're on to him. Get something.
May I help you?
To what do I owe?
I sure remember hearing that like stock door opening sound in a bunch of what would they be called? A bunch of like old Flash games, basically. Flash games which I was briefly researching some time ago because of a adventure game related playlist that I wanted to make. Okay, so here we are. Let's talk to Fargath one more time, and let's just not talk to him about the hiding place, because I guess it'll make it obvious.
And salutations.
Imperials have taken anything anyway. Oh. What about the Nerevarine prophecy? Yeah, but we don't want to hear about that, I guess. Those guards better look out, even though we just took it back. Yeah, I guess it's just, he doesn't suspect anything if we don't mention that. Oops, sorry. But what else did we want to do? Well, we took care of that. Yeah, before we leave, before we try to do anything more adventurous. We still haven't figured out how to heal again. I guess we could just...
What do you want?
Well, right now we want to cross the bridge, but making that difficult.
Greetings.
Guess we're gonna go into the census house and report the murder of that guy. And see what our options are. We're gonna save before we go into the census house, so... What's up? There's Crusades, blah blah blah, the Imperial Legion. By trade, okay, so we can't talk to this guy about the murder. Apparently not from you. Maybe we can steal from this place. Restore fatigue, see. Apparently food is for restoring fatigue, but let me see, what happens if we take that bread and then go talk to this guy again?
Do you want something from me?
Do you any problems with me? No, apparently you don't. 67. Like raiding. What about this? The firmament. Oh boy, we totally missed this the first time we were coming through here. I guess we get a bit of a lowdown on the constellations. Well, we picked the lady. Let's get like the main thing here. First, 3 of them are the major constellations: the Guardians, the Warrior Mage, and the Thief. The 13th constellation is the Serpent, so there's like 3, and then 3 for each of those, so that makes 12 in total, and then the 13th one is the Serpent. Serpent has no season, for it moves about in the heavens, usually threatening one of the other constellations. Well, we picked the lady, so apparently it's one of the warriors' charges, and her season is Heartfire. Those born under the sun of the lady are kind and tolerant, yeah, well, apparently are also duplicitous. So I think if we don't actually get any kind of penalty, we could probably potentially steal a bunch of stuff from in here and or sell it off at the Hey, there's another dude here that I didn't even realize he was there. Daniel Duar. Tell him about this, I guess. We're literally right here. He's not gonna do anything about that by himself. Can't go back to the ship dock place, but we can probably go around if we take the outside route. Okay, let's give him this information. Processes was a good man. I'd been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in a few days. All these dangers, these are dangerous times to live in. These sorts of things do happen, will happen. Do you happen to find the tax money he'd collected, or hate to be so callous, but I do have a job to do. Well, we could lie to him and keep the money for ourselves, or... I mean, the money's already been taken away from... I guess we could give him that money. It doesn't seem like it would be that much in the grand scheme of things, and maybe we'll get more favor. Oh, that he was murdered but not robbed. I tell you that I won't forget this. You're looking for some money for yourself. If you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murderer of Processus punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the census and excise officers will pay you 500 centimes. So there you go. I guess that was the good choice. Oh, how do you know that it was a human murderer, though? Or I guess a sentient race murderer would be a more appropriate way to phrase it in this. Just take all this stuff. The food in this room, because I guess there's no penalty for taking this food. Oh god. But apparently we can also get fucked over by the geometry, so I should probably keep that in mind. What is this paper? There's nothing on this paper. What is this paper? On this paper. Yeah, apparently neither the dudes in that other room or the where's Kwame? The builder, you. Neither the dudes in that room over there or the guy that's in the other building care that we're stealing shit. What's in the basket? It's a cup. We could sell off junk like cups, but I mean, I assume it's junk, oh boy. Red meat, gold carrots. Marshcomb egg and marshmallow, oh boy. Well, if that's what it's called, what am I to, or who am I to? Bedroll can be used to rest in public buildings, plus steal the rest when out of the wilderness, okay. How can we use it here? Well, after we actually examine it, I guess. So I guess we can rest and maybe get our health back that way. Warhide, Scathe Craw, Stoneflower Petals. I'm sure this won't come back to bite me at any point, but let's take all this crap that's in this room. And in this building, really. And just to make sure that there's no actual repercussions, let's just go talk to these people again. Here's throat. Yeah. Seem perfectly okay with our presence, so... I like to imagine that it's just no problem, whatever. So here's my next question. Let me make a... oh yeah, make a new save, I guess. Could make more saves to my other save, though, the one that's actually imminent death. That would be the prudent thing to do. What if I take a silver or limeware platter? In plain view of these people. What will happen then? Ooh, you violated the law, since you don't have the 650 gold to pay the court, you must surrender your stolen goods and serve your sentence of punitive labor. Alright, let's go to jail. You must serve a sentence of hard labor, serve your time peaceably and pay your debt to society. So what happens if you do that? You've been released after 6 days, your skills have been affected by your time in prison. Oh shit, you actually get decreased skills. Didn't even realize your skills could decay in this, but yeah, let's not stay in that timeline.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Oh yeah, if you're still within view of enough other people, then they do that, I guess. But if you don't, then clearly you can... But let's see. What's the highest value item here? These masters are apparently value 10, but they got 5 weight. What's my inventory looking like right now? We got 32... Now I got 37 encumbrance, I guess. What about this pewter candlestick? I don't think we're gonna need that, really. Let's take all this anyway. A silverware pitcher, a silverware bowl. It's level 1 chest, and these balls. It's junk that we probably aren't gonna need for anything, not that I would know, but... What if I steal all the scrap and sell it off at the fucking tradesman's house? We're gonna leave the book, though. Hey fellas, do you care that I just took all that stuff? No, apparently you don't. Okay. I mean, as long as I don't, you know, get told that I violated the law, and as long as I don't, like, bad relationship with any of the other characters, then what reason have I to believe that I'm, gonna be held accountable for any of this stuff that I'm doing? What about the stuff on this, here we go, yeah, silverware pitcher again. Then. Yeah, it seems like it would actually be used. Silver cup, plate, bowl, fork and a knife. Also, what is this? Apprentice's lockpick. I'll keep the lockpick, I guess, and take the silver candlestick. What about the basket itself? It's got a value of 5. We'll leave it for now. What about this thing over here? We can't take the whole candle stand. What about the stuff in the basket? Let's take it too. Probably this place blind, even though they've kind of helped us out. Let's go talk to them again. And let's see if, like, even their, I don't know, liking us rating has decreased at all. The guard had 67 and this dude had 62.
Do you need something?
Okay, apparently... that has not decreased at all, no. What if we go outside? What will happen then? Maybe the guards outside will actually care. What about the barrel? Well, there's stuff in the barrel, but it's not... doesn't have a very high worth. I mean, we took the ring from the barrel earlier with no no consequences whatsoever, so... Let's go, watch out with the guards and see if they care. Apparently they don't care, no. Well, let's go pawn off all this crap that we just picked up at the trade house. That's probably a good idea. We might actually end up keeping some of the extra encumbrance. It's already halfway filled. Might end up keeping something...
To what do I owe the pleasure, Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil. Yeah, we might actually end up keeping some stuff that's actually useful. Let's see. Okay, well, none of this stuff belonged to this dude, so we probably will just fine pawning it off to him. Silverware bowl. Pull that off. Give me 30. Silverware pitcher and plates and all this stuff. 42. 85. Oh, there you go. We're really making bank from our stolen crap. The knife and fork. Maybe we can use the fork as like a weapon, actually. Let me move the fork from the trade there. Save that until later. The bowl, give him the other bowl, which is apparently bigger and has more worth than the flask. The gold is just what we own right now, which is apparently 188. I thought we had a little more, but I guess we didn't, because like we've been able to hold a little bit more of that was from stuff that we ended up giving to other people. So the stuff that the dude, the dead tax guy, oh shit, put in his pockets, and what we found from the hiding place, which I guess 100, like 88 was basically what we started with, and then we get another 100 from giving the rest of the money to the other guy and getting like a cut. Yeah, I assume the rest of the stuff that's on this side would actually be somewhat useful. Let's complete this trade. Apparently works just fine. I wonder what would happen if we actually ran out of gold from the sellers, though. There'll be another way to farm gold that isn't just selling stuff. Apparently that has like a hard cap, at least at this point. But let me see. Boy, it sure is dark in the middle of the night. There we go, bring that up again. So what happens if I try to like wield the fork as a weapon? Is that possible? No, not the shirt, I'm looking at the knife. The iron dagger, put that there. Oh, apparently we can't wield that fork as a weapon, or the knife, so we can't wield cutlery as a weapon. It's a shame, but that pretty much means that we're perfectly clear to just unload that for more money. Pretty much all I wanted to test. Let's get rid of the fork and knife. We got plenty of money now, I guess. From just fucking robbing everything in the census office. Let's see. What if we want to actually buy something from him now? Got more weapons, because like a current weapon is this dagger, which is 4 to 5. It's not in great condition. They're very low value, but these are like a value of 20. Not that expensive actually, for these, but they would be more expensive. So it should be perfectly fine to try one of these. I guess we could try a long blade since I think that other skills are more akin to, yeah, we got long blade. I guess if we pay attention to specific weapon skills, we would be either long blade or one armored, I suppose. Or marksman, but I don't think we're gonna go for marksman because I'm not even sure how that would work. There's athletics again. Running and swimming. Swim swiftly underwater. Medium armor. And light armor, apparently what her best stat. We also skills for, okay, so we got skills for marksman, for long blade and for blunt weapon, but mostly for long blade, and also for all this stuff hand to hand. I don't think that we're gonna concentrate hand to hand combat though. Thing to keep in mind, we're also very, very mildly skilled at axe and spear, but I think we're gonna focus on long blade stuff for now based on that information. Why am I a Cyrodiil? What does that mean, I wonder, but let's see. Weapon. Which of these are long blades then? Let's see, marksman, spear two-handed, axe two-handed, long blade one-handed. Okay, iron broadsword is from 4 to 12. It's hardly not that great still. Like, none of these seem like they're all that great compared to what we already have. Our own claymore is long blade two-handed. I don't know if we want to focus in two or one-handed. Probably start with iron broadsword if nothing else. Club, dagger, that's short blade, spear, iron longsword, iron broadsword, 412, iron longsword is 13, chop, slash, and thrust. Like, I'm not even sure how to do the different attacks, but anything else we might be interested in? Thinking either iron saber. Iron Saber seems like it would be pretty interesting. I'm not sure how we would do the different swings, like I said. Iron Saber does seem pretty interesting to me right now. I think we'll start with that one. Silver Staff, blunt weapon, blade. Blunt, also blunt, and arrows, yeah. I was afraid of it. We'd have to carry arrows if we do. If we do marksman weapons. Let's see. What about apparel? Let's take a quick look at this. So, these are apparently a bit cheaper than I thought, to be honest. want? I don't know. We want kit in that light armor, that medium armor, and heavy armor. Really kind of organized by sets if you have them in the shop. Uncommon belts, how do you already have those? Expensive belt. That actually help with anything? Probably not. Like a vendor trash kind of deal, maybe. Arctic Crane Mail, Cuirass, for Cuirass, let's see. Our rating would be 11 for that would be. I'm not gonna go for heavy armor right now, together. Actually, before I buy anything, let me quickly check my armor skills again. Okay, medium armor I would be better with. Light armor, it seems. We would be focusing on long blade and medium armor, ideally. So then, and let's go right back to this. So yeah, female Cuirass is looking very interesting right now based on the information. What else do we have? Imperial Chain Cuirass, which is apparently worth even more. It has more defense rating. Chain Coif, let's see. I'd like a head armor, I guess. It would have to be. Got pretty good armor rating for that price, honestly. I would go for it, like, pretty much medium. And condition. Because it wouldn't quite as much. So I guess we could, get either this or that. But let's get the Coif right away. That's for sure. Also get this, Iron Saber. Let's start by spending that much. It's just 42. And let's, I guess, go outside and have an adventure and see what happens. What if we rest, like... Everything here is illegal, you need to find a bed. Oh shit, well, never mind. We go into the public house. Can we actually go into the same fucking census house that we stole everything from? And rest there.
Do you want some?
I guess before we do anything, let's... keep pressing I for the inventory. Sheer force of habit, but it's actually right click. Okay, so let's see. Coif, I guess, would be something over my head, yeah. And I'm gonna replace that knife with the saber. I really don't know, like, how would you do the different attack types? Based on mouse movement, based on, like, how close whatever you're targeting is. I don't like using durability by swinging it in the air, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, just checking. Right, let's see if we can rest here in the census office, like... Resting here is illegal. Well, this guy's probably gonna have some words for me if I do rest here.
Something from me?
Yeah, I want you to look this way, thank you, my friend. What's that? Nothing. I just want you to look that way because I want to test something before I do anything. Let's get over here, behind you, and
You've stolen one last time.
oh, never mind. You record 12 gold and surrender your stolen goods, or surrender your stolen goods and serve your sentence of hard labor. Liberty gold immediately and come with me. Let's resist arrest, which will probably...
This too easy.
Then pay with your blood, outlaw. Oh boy. Well. Oh shit. I actually have no idea how this is gonna go, but... Guess we can, put our combat skills to the test. We're gonna die, but... See how far we can... We can, bring this guy. How far we can drive this guy before we die. Let's see, this combat is not great, I gotta tell you. We gotta be so fucking close to the... close to the enemy to be able to actually land it. Right, let's not do that in this timeline. Right, let's rest in this place, I guess. Everything here is illegal, you need to find a bed. Okay, let's not do that then. Hold on, let's... well, there's a bed right here. Surely they won't care if we do this. Let's... I don't know. It's 4 AM, so let's rest until... I don't know. Let's rest for 4 hours and see what happens until healed. What is until healed? Rest for 4 hours, and let's actually rest for 1 hour. Let's see how much that helps us. 41, 45, so that gives like 7 points of health. Just until healed, which shouldn't be that long, I guess. Yeah, it's currently 6 AM, so we only need to rest for 2 hours, so we can heal for free if we find a bed or a place to rest. That's good to know. So long the Delta has once more redeemed the hydration reward, so let's pop another hydration. We're gonna be wrapping this up in not too long from now, honestly, but... it's important to stay hydrated. Let me check something real quick, actually, before I continue. Let me actually disable this. There we go. Okay. Oh shit. What? Hold on a second. Okay, never mind. I thought I misread something there, so, but I was incorrect. Now then. Oh yeah, I was also going to like fucking change some stuff on my YouTube page, but I copyright claim what? Okay, apparently I got a copyright claim for some reason on my like 8-hour Xenoblade DLC or bonus episode thing. It got pushed to YouTube. Time to find out why that was, I guess. I'm not gonna play whatever it was again on stream and get this claimed, I guess, but let me at least look at the information. Not affected, blah blah blah. Legends of net, what the f... hold on. Content use Legends of net... what? Nethia? I'm pretty sure that this is a false claim. I'm gonna have to dispute it so that the people who... well, the people sent some kind of algorithm to the bots and had it picked up by the bots and proceed to do absolutely nothing for about a month, and then because they did nothing for about a month, it actually gets lifted. I guess better to do that than to have them get an infinitesimal amount of money if someone somehow manages to find that recording. It's clearly the right thing to do. Alright. I'll take care of that later. For now, let's see if I can come back here and let me see if I can get past this dude on the bridge. Why is this bridge so freaking narrow? It's like gonna be a problem always. Go ahead. So try cover here so I can see things again. Okay, here we go. Apparently I walk at quite a leisurely pace. That takes me forever to get anywhere. My walking animation. Alright, let's head this way, I guess, since we're supposed to get to where? I guess we can check our inventory. The instructions again. Directions to Valmora, if we take the... oh no, please look at them. If we take the long way, it would be... by the North Bridge. Goodness. Excuse me just a moment. Alright, apparently my lungs decided that this was a good time for me to start coughing up dust or something. I don't know what that was about, but... but let's see. The village by the North Bridge, then follow the road east past the Silt Strider port. So we're going the right way so far. The road heads northeast through the ridge and intersects at the northwest-southeast road. Turn left northwest and past the village of Pelagiad on your right. Maybe we can make it to Pelagiad. The road continues north and swings northeast until it reaches a four-way intersection. The road to Balmora turns left and northwest and descends into Foyala Mamaka. Deep volcanic ravine, or Mamaya, I don't know how to read that. The road follows the ravine northeast for a short distance and turns in left. I feel like we would definitely have to, I don't know, take a different Or take this by parts if you wanted to take the full road to... Well, that's the world, apparently. We're in an isolated island, so... It doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to get to where we want to go. Oh boy. Apparently this is Vivek. So, if we get this way, we'll get to Pelagian in clearly no time at all. If we want to go to Balmora, we'll have, like... We'll do some kind of twisty stuff like this, I'm guessing. Well, we'll make it there eventually. Let's go to Pelagian for now. Let's try to. Wonder how big the world is actually going to be. Because I don't think there's anything else that's like pending for us to do in this place other than like go and call the bandits that were in the... Bandits that were in the cave that's apparently near the place where the Silt Strider station is. Let's see, can we forage more mushrooms? Have they, apparently not these. There's gotta be some kind of, life for them to respawn, to stock, I guess. But yeah, I think this is one of those things that I very briefly did look into in my extremely cursory initial look into this game that I did a long time ago for a very small amount of time. Yeah, here we go. There's a hidden entrance here, and I'm pretty sure that's where the bandits are. That's apparently are doing some stuff in the town. Just grab all the mushrooms, which I don't even know how misguided that is, but if there's any other kind of any monsters around here that would present a hazard to us, I guess the answer is no. This stuff, Draggletail. Water walking. I think we're gonna leave these things here. Just like collecting mushrooms impulsively, even though... Yes, I started doing that with the idea that maybe I was gonna be able to sell them for some kind of profit, but... doesn't seem to have panned out quite as much. I get the feeling that if we are gonna be able to sell something for profit, it would have to be... grumbling. No. It would have to be something that we drop or get as an enemy drop or something. Let's see, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be suicide. I'm reasonably certain this is gonna be suicide. Let me just go and get a quick save in my main save here, the Hymn and Death one. It's quite appropriate here. The Masartas, yeah, we heard that name before, so this is definitely where the bandits are hiding out. Oh boy, I'm trying again. I got about 2 seconds in before I started buffering again. Wow. Oh no. Well, there is no escape. I'm sorry to tell you this. There is no escape. Oh shit. Well, we're being attacked, but apparently we're doing quite a good job of killing Tanisi Verethi by ourselves. We might actually have managed to score some slightly better armor than what we have at this point. Kitten dagger. Let's see. Chop. Thrust. I don't think we're gonna be getting much out of the kitten dagger, but we should be able to carry it so we can sell it at least for a bit of money and get the gold. Let's get the gold immediately. Yeah. Let's get the Adamasar slave key, which I guess has no actual... no weight. Common shirt. Okay, we don't need the common shirt or pants, but we might need the leather boots. Let's put that on ourselves. There we go. Now we're slightly less bad at guess having no money. No, she's just naked. I guess that's to be expected, because we just took all her clothes. Kaya's already, well, the answer is no, but yeah, like I said, I don't know if you'll to be able to hear that. Bellows and buckets. I don't know if there's gonna be anything else worth my attention here. Okay, so we managed to actually, you know, not get completely demolished in our first encounter with a bandit here. Which I'm pretty sure is quite different from how that went the first time I attempted this. quite a while back, because I'm pretty sure that I just kind of rushed in here without not getting any kind of upgrades for my armor or my weapon, so I just have the crappy starting clothes. So basically no armor and crappy starting dagger. Oh boy. Well, since we were able to survive that encounter, let's actually try our luck and see how much I fetch her. How much harder we can go. Oh, is that where the slaves are, I guess, that they've got captured. Oh, yeah, but apparently they got like a caster back there. I do remember this vaguely. Once her selves dead, Christ. Apparently I'm not doing a great job at landing a hit on them, but they're very, very occasionally doing a great job of actually... Boy, alarm alarm. Yeah, let's save that. Now that we know that he's apparently going to come from downstairs, let's try to repeat that that encounter and see if we fare better, if we actually know. Yeah, apparently you can see me from quite far away too, if line of sight exists at all. That seems to be a factor. Yeah, come over here, fucker. So it's like fighting an archvile in Doom. Just do pokes for this thing, I guess. Oof, because yeah, if we get hit even once by his shit, then we seem to be in trouble. But apparently we're having a really hard time landing any hits on him, which is kind of distressing. Let's try this one more time. Fair enough to see you die. Yeah, that's appropriate. Oh. Did we manage to dodge there? Can't tell if we did. Okay, let's try doing this. No, apparently he can hit me even there. The geometry's not helping me out. We got quagged or mogged. Freaking caster. I don't think we're gonna be able to do great against this dude yet. Like, maybe if we get some lucky strikes in. Oh, there we go. Alarbaran. There we go. Netch leather boots. That's what we're wearing too, right? 350-50, 8 lights. I'm gonna pick these up so we can sell them. On a common robe. Just take his money to, or his clothing to humiliate him, because he deserves that after he made us go through. But I think we should probably retreat. Oh fuck. We should probably retreat because we're gonna die if we get into any kind of more fights right now. Let's see if we can actually get out of here and you know, not get murdered by the one other guy who caught sight of us. Let's see what happens if we like leave, and I don't really want to make any kind of save, a quick save right now, but let's go back to fucking Sydney with our 5 HP that we have. Start of Morrowind, or rather the early parts of Morrowind. Yeah, I get the feeling that I'm gonna be seeing a lot of this, but I get the feeling I'll manage. Like I managed to kill that mage guy by sheer luck. So I gotta be honest at this point, trying to be able to land any hits with normal melee stuff is... Oh, you can sleep in someone else's bed, really? So the only place that I can sleep... Hold on, can I sleep in here? Oh, resting here is illegal. Shit. Okay, it looks like the only place I'm gonna be able to rest is either the freaking... the tax house or whatever, the census place, or some bed in here in the trade house. Who knows? Probably take a quick look. But hopefully it won't be a big problem.
Go ahead, Outlander.
If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
I'm guessing that if I actually take stuff out of the
Is there something I can do for you?
what are they called? Take stuff out of the barrels here. That'll count as stealing, so I'm gonna try to do that.
Is there something?
I'm not even sure like what the range is for people being able to detect that I'm stealing stuff. But seems to be not entirely determined by line of sight. It just seems to be like a big radius kind of thing. Or maybe it is determined by line of sight, like Even if they're not actually looking at you. As long as they have line of sight to you, they can detect whatever you're doing. Greetings and salutations. What's your character's class? Pretty sure that one I can answer. Hold on, let me do the schlep here, I guess. It's 10 AM. Rest until healed, which puts it as 4 PM. Oh, there you go. That's a fairly accurate reflection of my sleeping times in real life at the moment. Let's see. I don't really want to save, like I said, but I guess I'll... Not until I assess what the actual situation is gonna be. Yeah, my class. What is my class? Hold on. Actually, I already forgot that. It's so I'm an Imperial guy, but I'm Scout. Okay, yeah, there you go. Totally missed that. Imperial Scout. There we go. See if I can actually click back in the game window now. There we go. First, the sneaking the direction they're facing actually does matter. Scout indeed. Let's see. If we just head right back over to where the thing is, the I guess I do have the sneak button, but I don't know if it's gonna actually stop any of these people from
Greetings and salutations.
detecting me. Like, what if I try to walk up to this elf woman from behind and I sneak? She actually be able to... I don't know how far she's gonna go, but this is the direction I want to go anyway. Oh, never mind. And now she's just going the other way. Approach her this way. I'm just waiting for one of these characters to friggin' stop walking to see if I have the sneak active. If they'll detect me. If, I don't know, I sneak up on them. I guess Fargo's, then or it could be a...
You and I are about to become
Exactly do you require?
That's weird. Well, maybe the range for that does change, but apparently if you go up and approach them in the same kind of range that they would normally talk to you, that doesn't change anything if you're holding down the sneak button, at least at this point. Yes, let's see if we can make these bandits pay, and if we can, like, basically clear out the bandit cave. I guess that would be a good stopping point for now. Right, here we go. I'm going to assume that we're gonna be rushed immediately. Yep, I was correct. Oh fuck. Is he throwing some knives or something at me? There's this Dark Souls. We wait for him to run out of knives, maybe. Yes, I see. Okay, this could be a little bit difficult. Let's see, now can I change my positioning so that I can actually approach him and still be able to take cover? Oh, here we go. My actions. Now we're just gonna smack each other with actual melee weapons. Maybe, oh, it's a she, maybe. She ran out of throwing stuff, maybe, but there we go. VC or Thrill. Oh, I forgot to sell off the other crap that I picked up of the other dead people. Oh. Cloth left bracelet, I think that would be better than the nothing that I have in my arms right now. Common shoes. Those lockpicks. Common shirt, common pants, and kit and daggers. Okay. Sneak isn't toggle because the Morrowind code patch has a sneak to make... an option to make sneak toggleable. Apparently right now it isn't, but I mean, I'm not really making a lot of use of it right now anyway, so it's not like a big difference. I wonder what happens if we try to like actually rest here. Until healed. Is anything gonna happen? Apparently the answer is no, we can just lean against the door and catch some shot-eye and get all our health back. Okay. Let's keep going this way, because it looks like if there's any more like enemies, they're gonna be in this direction. I wonder if there's gonna be any more enemies that are somehow gonna be stronger than the mage guy, who was apparently like the big boss based on the trouble that he gave me based on the other two. Oh, hey, Breath. Oh, we can go this way. Shit. Wasn't even expecting to find anything there, but we'll keep that in mind. And I'll be able to go around or something. Stuff in the crates? There is stuff in the crates. Oh boy, kidding, Kuras. Well, it's better than the common shirt that I have right now. It's light armor, so I guess we'll and grab that for ourselves. Getting right pauldron. Now we have a left pauldron equipped right now, or razor. Pauldron is for like your shoulders though, right? So there we go. Getting even more. Oh, this sweet, sweet armor. We have this bread and this petty soul gem, which apparently is just for selling, I got to imagine. And I guess this potion. I can carry it all, so I can't imagine that it would be a bad idea to take it with me. Scroll of Figis or Efigis gem feeder, whatever that means. Soul trap for 60 seconds on target. Okay. Sujana, leather greaves. We already have leather boots and leather greaves. Okay, are these better? 350-50, weight of 7. I guess these are better just because of, yeah, a little bit less weight. So I'll put these on. Oh, they're greaves, so literally we go at the same place, so we can just stack more armor. There you go. Let's take the rest of this stuff. And the barrel. I'll feel compelled to check the entrance of this place again to see if I missed any more storage things. If you have Tribunal, I assume you do. Resting may cause an assassin to attack you. Yeah, I should have Tribunal, so keep that in mind. I guess I can just like quick save before I rest. I should quick save anyway because I did manage to survive that encounter. Okay, so I'm guessing that the key that I picked up from the first dude that I killed in here will help me free those people, but let's see. Let's actually take another look at the deeper regions of the cave here and see if any of the... if there's anybody left. Well, apparently, maybe not. Apparently this isn't quite a dead end. No, this is not a dead end, never mind, but it looked like it might be, but there's plenty of crates in here. Oh, time to fill our pockets with useless shit that we're just gonna sell off. Even a pillow. Well, I think we're gonna take everything out the pillow. Or we're just gonna take everything. Couldn't just filter out the pillow, I was too lazy to do that by hand. Expensive ring, sure. Who wouldn't want to take that and get some easy money, I guess. Ashian. Other... I don't even know like what these symbols all mean, but this all look like good things, so what reason do I have to not want them? I'm even gonna take this bowl and this stuff in this sack, and I'm gonna be over encumbered soon, but I guess we can take a quick trip back to town and actually hold on, let's get unstuck from the geometry there. You know, and actually sell this off so it's not just cluttering up my inventory. Wanna know if... what? This can just wipe out head blocks now. Yeah, well, they sometimes can. Seen a pretty small amount of ads on Twitch recently, but I have seen a few. Which, you know, seeing more than 0 is a pretty distressing situation for me, considering what steps I've taken. But what's this way? What could possibly go wrong? I go into this dark, water-filled tunnel. Well, third-person mode, enter sneak and rapidly tap the left or right keys. Okay. Well, looks like you correctly guessed that I would say yes to yes. I do want to know a funny trick, but I can't really do it right now. I can. What it looked like when I'm swimming. Interesting. I'm going to assume that this might actually lead me somewhere else entirely. Let me do a quick save up here, see if I can, or in case I end up in some sort of horrible situation and don't want to be in it anymore. It looks like there might be something alive in there. There's something up there, but we can't reach it. It's like a giant rat-looking thing, but we might be able to reach it in just a second. Well, it looks like this cave might have more secrets than we anticipated. wonder if the bandits know about this. How do I get out of the water now? I seem to be a little bit stuck. Shoot. Because of the geometry? Doesn't seem to be anything here that would have prevented me from getting out of the water, so I don't know what that was about. God, the geometry is gonna be pretty funky in this, though I can already sense it. Can't. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Especially when you're trying to, like, climb onto things. Yeah, it looks like a giant rat to me. And apparently I've been detected by this giant rat. Wait, what? Did it hit me even though I can't even reach it from here? Oh, good. How do you think that's gonna work? There, just fucking slice it up or whatever. It apparently didn't really do any big damage, but there we go. I don't even know if I should be disposing of the corpses, but I haven't really been doing that too diligently at this point. Is that gold? That is more gold. And also a netch leather left pauldron. I don't know if that's an armor piece that I'm missing. I think I'm gonna be picking up more of these mushrooms because I think I've gotten enough from the ones I found outside, and I'm not even sure like what their use is gonna be to me at this point anyway. What's this? Luminous Rusula. What am I doing? Oh, it's a mushroom. I thought it was like a big egg or something, but it's just another mushroom. And another right pauldron. Okay. Speaking of the pauldrons, let me look at my apparel tab. Left pauldron. So I'm wearing the right pauldron right now, so I could put on the left pauldron and get even more armor stacked. There we go. Let's see, this one, the right pauldron I'm wearing right now is a kitten one. It's light, it's got an armor rating of 6 and a weight of 2. So it's definitely better than this one. I didn't check the durability, but I guess that's gonna be a bit of an afterthought at this point. Can't come down here. Boy, let me check this now that I'm on. There we go. And the actual ground that I can do this. Left or right keys where we can alternate. Probably we're alternating. I don't know if we're supposed to. Well, that's what it looks like if you press the same key several times in a row. Never discovered it until one of my more recent characters, and it's like this was fucking here the whole time, apparently. Discovered it pretty much by accident because I realized that you can actually dive to the watery parts and come out somewhere else. Oh hey. Oh hey, we're back. We actually circled all the way around, so we've almost completely finished exploring the cave now. I'd call that a successful expedition. Let's see. I guess we're gonna keep the weird like use and jump buttons in the configuration that they have right now. Of how I'm literally exploring every single part of the cave very thoroughly before I bother freeing the trapped people back there. So that's clearly the rock bottom priority here. Okay, let's see. What's in this direction now? I do see that there's like some kind of skeleton or corpse or something underwater. I sure hope it doesn't turn out to be like an undead monster or anything like that. Let's go up for breath before we check it out. So we can't hold breath now, it seems. Is that like a chest? A rusted chest, yeah. With more gold. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. But I'm guessing this guy might have the real bounty here. Got more gold. Boy, and an iron saber. Shit, we could have just gotten this. And I think we could have easily gotten this. Is there anything on the corpse? Just bone meal. I saw some gold. I think it's not gonna be... please. I wanna know what happens when you're out of breath. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw some gold floating here, too. Grab that fishing pole. Travel fishing pole, I guess. Sorry. Christ, we can't really take our time finding it. We're gonna run out of breath again. Therein lies the problem, but somewhere around here there's gold. So that's right. Maybe there wasn't gold. Just tricking myself into thinking that there was for some reason. See, I guess gold wouldn't be floating, would it? Near the bottom. So we'll take one last look at the bottom part of the thing here. Maybe we just saw the corpse, and that's literally all we saw. We saw the corpse text and we read gold instead. Well, there we go. Let's get out of here and towards the east of this place. That we're able to get a better breath soon. Maybe like some of the mushrooms that we've been picking up will actually help with that, but guess we're not gonna be able to, oh Christ, determine that. So I guess now that we've actually done all the rest of that crap, there's just one thing left for us to do, and that's actually go and people. So I think that really will be like the thing that we have pending to do here in the town, though. We can also pick up the torch, but I don't know that, I'm guessing that we're not able to use the torch as a weapon, but here we go. Maybe there's a key to open the lock. Hello. Well, there we go. Have this, the key to this brazier will let me go free. Well, let's talk about Solstheim first, but we have the key. Yeah, sure. You are a good friend of Badargo. Why wouldn't we? You're not trying to kill me, so I assume that you're better than the rest of the people that I ran into in this cave. People also have them.
What is it, traveler? What do you seek?
Okay, sirs, I guess this is an Argonian. What the dude over here? Also an Argonian. Was this like an evil, xenophobic terrorist faction of the Dark Elves that were keeping the rest of these people free, I wonder? Well, we're gonna have to... yeah. Ask them all about Solstheim first. Then we're actually gonna let them free. Okay, we did it. We freed all the Argonians and the cat dude as well, the Khajiit. Oh boy. Can we sell off the slaves' bracers, I guess? I think we know, but yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be a good idea to get these bracers, but I guess we're doing it anyway. The last bounty that we pick up from the cave, and we're right on the edge of being over-encumbered, so I guess we're gonna leave the door open. They'll be able to figure out what to do. I'm sure. Ooh. And yeah, I guess we're done with the cave for now. There isn't anything else that we would want to pick up from this place, is there? I don't think so, no. So we just go back to the town and report our resounding success, and that might be where we call it for today. Because this has been the Bitter Coast region the entire time. Like, we didn't even lose that much health because we've managed to stack a whole bunch of armor on ourselves now. Wonder if we can, like, improve our armor from this point on. So I guess it's actually a good thing that we didn't end up spending that much money on... how much money do we have, actually? We didn't end up spending that much money on armor. We have 327 gold. There we go. And, because we pretty much found a lot more armor pieces in the cave that we were able to pad out our defense with. And apparently it was quite effective, because... we're moving even slower than usual because we have this much armor. Maybe that's the case. Just my imagination. Really can't tell the difference. I think we actually picked up another iron saber.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
We're gonna stick to that for now.
Do you want something?
And we're gonna sell off the rest of this crap, like... let me see. We're told that if we found the murderer of the tax guy, paid, but let me see. I'm pretty sure that a couple of the people here told us about the bandits in that cave. I don't know who though. But yeah, we gotta go and sell off the rest of this crap.
Is there something you need?
Just before we do that, let's check the weapons that we picked up, because there's another. We have an iron saber now. This one's identical, but it's got less durability, so let's keep that one for ourselves as our new currently equipped weapon and just sell off the rest of this stuff. What about the apparel? So we've got what? We've got left pauldron and right pauldron. Let's check those first, I guess. Okay, let's swap out these leather boots for the ones that have more durability left. Graved Ring of Healing. We're gonna sell off not all of these, but quite a bit of this stuff, I think. Greaves, pauldron, okay, left pauldron, right pauldron. So the right pauldron we have right now is the kit-in one, which is 100 durability, 6 armor rating, and weight of 2. So this one's definitely worse. We're gonna be selling that one off. And the Slave's Right Bracer. Well, you can see the effects. Rain Magicka, 3 points and self comes into effect, so apparently if you wear the Slave's Razor, you just basically gimp yourself and drain your own magic. I wonder how you restore magic, if it would be the same as resting or not. And pants. The rest of this stuff is just common, so we're just gonna sell off the rest of these, so I think we're pretty much got it. I don't know if we're gonna sell off the... We're gonna sell off the misc stuff, that's just like junk, but we'll get to that in a second.
An honor, to be sure.
Okay. That was a sharp inhaling breath from the other character. That's what I said. Nope. I'll have to get rid of that moon sugar if you want any services from me. What's moon sugar? What the fuck? You have like something that's apparently dangerous? Let's see, would it be under misc? Which of these is moon sugar? This 45 speed, I don't know. Not sure what the big deal is about moon sugar, but maybe we could like stash it somewhere, like hiding place. Or maybe we could stash it in one of the places in the freaking census house. I guess we're gonna have to get rid of that if we trade. Let's see, can we actually stash anything in Fargoth's hiding place? This time, is that not an option that's open to us? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna say before I do this. Where's this thing? Moon sugar. Let's all of it. We cannot place items in this container. Well, shit. Never mind, that's not an option. Let's go to the census house and experiment there, I suppose. Only Khajiit merchants will buy moon sugar and Skuna. Oh boy. I don't think there's any Khajiit merchants here. Hold on, let's... Can't stash anything in this barrel that I got the ring from, can I? I can, okay. So let's keep it stashed in that barrel. And see if, you know, the dude will actually buy crap off us now. He can stop it on the floor and then talk to them before picking it back up. Oh, I probably should have done that, yeah. Guess I'll go back for it anyway once I'm done with this trade. We're really trying to figure out if, you know, being more over-encumbered makes it so you move even slower than normal. I guess we'll have to find out. Alright, let's see. Motherfucker. Great, so I also have skooma. What's wrong with skooma? A legal narcotic substance made from refined moon sugar. Criminals use it as a kind of currency. You say it makes you fast and strong, but clumsy and stupid. Of course I want nothing to do with it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna walk right here. I'm gonna... where is that thing? It's gonna be in this thing. I guess maybe magic. There we go. It's 2 skoomas. Can just drop it on the floor? Yeah, it's just on the floor now. see. Actually, take my crap now. There we go. Thank you. First, I'm gonna sell you the most useless shit that that I've got, like the pillow and the ball, and I guess the petty soul gem. I don't know if this would actually be useful and doesn't weigh a lot. I think I'm gonna hang on to that one. What else? Wheat, Willow Anther, Directions. The rest of this stuff might actually be somewhat useful. This looks like it has an effect, so guess I'm holding on to it for now. What is for this? I'm basically selling you everything that I don't need, like this, and expensive ring. Common clothes, which are among the most useless crap that I've been able to identify in the early game. Custom shoes, common pants. Can't imagine why you would want to wear those unless you were trying to do like some fashion soul scrap. If we sell this off, we would make a profit of 80, which is nice. We're gonna sell off that iron saber and this kitten daggers and the useless ass iron dagger. And that'll take quite a bit of encumbrance off of me. It's 100 gold. That will put us at 400 gold, or less, 434. That's nice. Guess I'm gonna hold on to the rest of this stuff, because I'm not sure if it would be. Fishing pole is useless. It's just... I assume it's useless at least. I can probably find another one if it's actually somehow important. Not that I'm really expecting it to be. Oh boy. Not too great merchants to make money from, but for the sake of the blind playthrough, I'm not gonna say yeah. I'm just like, I don't know if you're gonna hear this, but just gonna try to take things as I go to them, basically. Alright, let's we're selling the fishing pole and that's it, I think. Sure hope the merchants are able to restock at some point, because I don't want to like come back to this dude at one point and realize that he's not gonna give me any more. But let's see. Where's the dude that wanted me to buy like a ring off him? It's this dude, right? Donius Noxius. Obnoxious, right, let's... Oh yeah, I guess we can ask people about the murder now and see if we can get clues for who actually did it. One likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Navarre over in the lighthouse. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Got a clue for that, but... Let's see, yeah, let's buy the ring off him. You're a lifesaver. Got the next boat out of here, thanks again. I hope your luck is better than mine was, so... The cursed ring has been added to the inventory, so... What about this guy? Yeah, apparently we could have gotten that clue about the lighthouse from anyone. Guess we'll check out the lighthouse, but we can also check out this ring that we just got. It's gonna be under apparel right here. Damages health, but fortifies athletics, so it's not really a great deal. Could sell it off. I don't know if I guess we're gonna hold on to it because it's not an awful lot of weight on us, so I might end up selling it off, or if it has some kind of a more practical use, we can find that out eventually. But for now, let's check out the lighthouse. Let's see who has...
Yes,
or we do know who is here, but let's see if we can ask her about Processus Vitellius. Tell me, it is not so. He was the gentlest man I ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months to know what I will do without him. I only seen him get angry once or twice. I saw him arguing once with Foreign Gilneth about his taxes. Thought Processus had been levying too much and skimming off the top for himself. Find out what happened, and if you find what became of Processus's ring, it would ease my heart. We hadn't heard about the ring before. Gave him the ring many months ago, and it was dear to him. I would like to remember him by. I would like it to remember him by, so... Gilneth. So foreign Glyneth might have something to do with the murder here. I don't remember which one he is, but I think he's one of the guards, right? I think he might have been one of the guards in the this Sansa's house. I'm pretty sure that my speed has not changed at all, even though I got rid of a bunch of stuff, so I'm pretty sure that's not actually affected by the encumbrance. Just the same every time. Alright. Go in here. Captain is Hellas Gravius. Let's grab this stuff again. Actually, I just remember that we didn't grab the fucking crap off the floor in the tavern. Let's grab this. We're gonna have to go back there. And hopefully it'll be still there. And before it somehow isn't. This is Ganiel Dovar. Okay, never mind, this is not the guy. I don't think Glyneth was the Glyneth guy. I guess we can check the journal and maybe get a clue there. I mean, the freaking barrel stayed persistent, so I don't really have any reason to suspect that the stuff would have disappeared, but find out. Like, even the corpses stay persistent depending on or independently of whether we leave or completely abandon an area, it would seem, so.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
There we go. This is mine.
Pleasure, Cyrodiil.
All this, let's see if any of the people in here are the person that I'm looking for. Are you him? Nope, you're Heriska, you're the braggart. Andalen, Albesius, and Alone. Okay, so whoever the guy I'm looking for is not in here.
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Gilnith. Okay, that's the guy we're looking for. Foreign Gilnith. Still don't remember who Foreign Gilnith is. I guess we can. I thought he was one of the guards, but I guess that might not be the case. I guess we can try talking to the people around town again. Oh hey, backslash FD, welcome in. To what will probably be the final puzzle that I take care of on this stream, but Morrowinding is going pretty nice, even if it's a bit of a puzzle for me right now. Slowly trying to unravel it. I really don't remember which one was Foreign Gilnith. Maybe we're just gonna have to go to like each house. Selenine, Terroris, Singular Vein. It's not the correct place. Forunius, Nocius, Noxious, Nucius. Who knows what's pronounced like half of the names in this anyway. Or honestly. I think I tried to mix honestly and anyway in my brain there. Check out the shanties here. Drell, Rathrion's shack. Foreign Gilneth's shack. Okay, so it's this guy. Yeah, about that murder. That fetcher, you're damn right I did him in. Okay, so he just straight up tells you. He was skimming a load of money from all of us honest people overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money. Showing off his new clothes and jewels, so I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. So... I don't know, man. So we definitely got conflicting accounts here, because one person says that he was an alright dude, but this guy's just like, he was an evil thief. I can't try persuasion on him right now. I don't know, I don't remember my last save, hold on. Okay, 11:20 PM, we can actually use that. This was about 10 minutes ago, so... I don't remember how long ago that actually was, but... I guess let's try one of the outcomes and see what happens. I choose to believe some of the other people we talked to. I feel like he was pretty disliked by everyone. If we choose to believe the one person that talked positively about him of punching this guy. Maybe end up actually killing him, I don't know. One of them have come to kill me. Give it your best shot. I have no more problems spilling more of the blood, so he's just fucking gonna try to kill me. What if I just leave? Even if it were true, it is no excuse for murder. What if I tell one of the guards and have them job for? Or maybe one day I'll actually be able to catch up to them. Did you hear about what just happened? No, apparently he doesn't even want to hear it. Okay, so I get the feeling I might actually have to kill that dude myself if I do end up making that choice. I guess we'll give it a try. Not at, like, tip-top optimal health here, but really something can be said for our advantage, considering that this dude has, like, rags and... Oh, my long blade skill increased. Even though I'm just like spamming the button now because... Well, there we go, we killed him. We can loot his body now. Tankard. And get a Dance in Fire Chapter 6, yeah. We're friggin'. I don't know. Well, we killed him. Guess we did find out who killed him. Hold on. I haven't saved during that whole sequence, so I guess we're just gonna go there now and add what the is. But apparently killing him didn't really accomplish anything. So things. Oh boy. I guess that's our house now. Not like the old owner is going. Is it? Or try to get us out of it. Okay, let's talk to the... Oh yeah, the dude that technically asked us to... you know, tell him who did it. And there we go. See this matter brought to its completion here. What? See, there's still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our emperor. Okay, well... I don't like hearing that, but sure, I guess we... resolve the money matter. Reported my findings to the Census and Excise Office. Officer seemed pleased as he possesses his murder avenged and he paid me as promised. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna create a separate save here called post vid. Hold on. Okay, so this has the wrong set of characters. It's got the US keyboard set of characters, even though that's not what my keyboard is. I'm gonna make a save here called post-vigilantism. I'm gonna load back into my quick save from like 10 minutes ago. Let's see where we are, where we stand. We have, I don't know, the magic stuff. Did we pick up the skooma? Okay, so what does our journal say at this point in time? The murderer? Okay, so let's, I guess get the clue for the murderer. Because I don't remember what we were trying to at this point. I think this is before we sold off all our stuff, actually. Shit. That's why I saved, actually. Let's get this started quick. If we can blaze through this. The murder. One in the lighthouse. Because we can do this a lot faster now that we know about dropping stuff on the ground. Not sure what the deal is with the ring though, because I'm pretty sure that we didn't. The ring on him, we just find like the gold and tax thing. Tax record, which I think we still have the tax record actually.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Did him get angry? The ring, yeah. Don't have the ring though. Pretty sure that if we did, we would have the option to give it to her there, but I guess we don't. I'm pretty sure that the only thing he had on his corpse was just like 3 things. It was the money, the tax record, and not the ring, but rather. Just the clothes that he was wearing, so... Whoever that is, we're gonna have to figure it out later. Let's see.
Is there something you need?
Murder. Let's decide the punishment and leave, but yeah, without freaking doing anything to the guy and just report him. In this timeline we did get his murder confession and we told him that we were gonna turn him in, but didn't give him a chance to attack us, we just immediately ran away. Well, he's technically still alive. I wonder what difference that will make as we go to the census house. City hall, I don't know. Gotta be a better term for this place than just the generic as one that I've been using this entire time. But here we are. Gonna rat this guy out to the dude. Before we just don't have the option. Yep, we just don't have the option, so never mind. So, literally the only thing you can do at that point. We're gonna have to go back in time again, and I'm gonna go back in time just so I can take a quick, just evaluate what the other option is that we have for dealing with the option where we tell the guy that we're not gonna turn him in. So I guess if you do say that, yeah, we're gonna tell the truth to everyone, we're gonna end up having to kill him before we can get that resolved.
How can I help you?
So let's bear with this as we once again slowly trudge our way up and over here to the lighthouse. Talk to this woman again. This information. And go talk to the elf dude in the shack.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
When we get there, with an ETA of several more minutes, let's see what happens if this time we tell him that I'm gonna rat him out. I've been gouging for years. Oh, that's how we get the ring. Okay, so all of this is corrupt. I tell you, one of these days they'll get exposed. I swear it. This was his ring. Looks like his woman gave it to him. Probably should have it. She wasn't to blame in all this. Okay, hold on a second. We have the ring now. Let's see what happens if we give the ring to her. Doesn't seem like good business to become involved in, so I guess that's it's all very ambiguous. But I mean, we're also basically playing bounty hunter for the dude there, the dudes at the office. So I don't think we can really take a super moral high ground stance in this situation. Let me just see what happens, because if that dude has a ring, then I think we should also be able to get it off of him. His corpse, if we do the thing from the other timeline where we kill him. Well, let's see what happens if we just give her the ring now. Would have something to remember him by, though, never see him again. He usually traveled with a couple while he was doing his job, but he didn't this time. Oh. More health potion and the ring. Okay, so I don't think it makes much of a difference, honestly. Let's, I think we're gonna load back into the other timeline now that we've seen that. Post-vigilantism. This is the new present. So in this timeline we killed him, we turned him in. And we got a bunch of money for it. Right, yeah, we have a bunch of more money now. So let's go back and you know, this is the timeline after we sold off all of the junk that we were carrying from the cave, so we don't have to do that again. I guess we're just gonna go back to his house and bring and get over to the woman. Possibly sell off any other junk that he might have had in his person or in his possession. Also, I guess while we're on our way over there, Chokokeki has redeemed Hydrate one more time, so let's do that. For the hydration, but also keep noticing how the auto run thing keeps happening, even if you go from one place to another through a door. Let's see, is there anything of note in these sacks? There's stuff is not very encumbering. Just taking pretty much all of this whenever I come across it. Any of these leaves and stuff. Some money in the chest and a goblet. I'm just gonna take it with me. Basket with a picture that's not even like particularly valuable. There's Dancing Fire chapter 6, so there's a couple of books come across but haven't really read yet. Dog. Okay, let's check his person because he should have the ring, right? Compass shirt. Yeah. Well, we can sell it off, but I'm gonna give it to the woman. 40 shouldn't be like that much of a big deal in money anyway. Guess we can just take the rest of this crap off of him and sell it off. It'll be better than nothing. And now we can just leave his naked corpse here in this house, which I guess is our house now, as we've determined. There's this book. All this book's gonna be like 14 pages long. Now this one's quite a bit longer than that. I think we're gonna read this right now, but we'll keep it in mind. Sure, okay, yeah, we check this. So. Let's go on and wrap up the final happenstances in this timeline, and then we will probably wrap things up for today. Sell off the junk. Let's keep the ring to the lady, and I guess next time that we come back to this, we'll try to do more outside of the town and just clear out the cave. Let's see. We're gonna have to get rid of the skooma. Oh, we can put it in the background there. And also the moon stuff. It was on sugar. There we go. Put it on top of that thing. Yeah. Sure hope we don't end up picking it up by accident, or not picking it up by accident, but oh god, we have to pick all these things up individually. That might be a problem. Opening up the basket by accident and being accused of stealing. Surely that won't happen. Sell the time card, which its value is 2. Why is he giving me less? Or whatever, it's just a junk item. What else? The clothes, I guess. Oh yeah, the ring. Well, we're not selling that. One shirt and common pants and a common belt. That's pretty much it. Get a pit hands, but hey, it's better than having that crap in our inventory. Okay, never mind. We just pick up the whole moon sugar in one fell swoop. I was mistaken in that regard. So now we just make our way back to the lighthouse. A very, very calm and leisurely stroll. It's nice. Short walk. We're barely. I'm actually kind of considering, getting one of those mods that vastly increases the draw distance for this game, but I don't even know how if that would be that prudent, because it's pretty obvious that this is supposed to be like the
What do you want?
Initial. Here we got restore health potions. This is supposed to be the actual intended perception of the game in vanilla. I think I'll just keep it like this for now, but perhaps sometime in the future. Yes, I guess since we have a new house, we'll celebrate by sleeping in that house and using it for whatever we please. Maybe we can even store some of the junk that we don't like in there. End up coming back here with any kind of frequency. Let's see. You sleep in the hammock? Sure can. Rest 1 hour until... Oh shit. Oh fuck. Damn it. That was not something I was expecting. Hold on. I'm forgetting what buttons do what. Won't be a problem. surely. Now this might be a problem because this dude is taking an unusually long amount of time to be killed. We might get something good out of this, like... Yeah, our long blade skill increasing. That's one thing we can mention. There we go. Okay. We killed an assassin, and we can get a bunch of stuff off of him now. It's a rude awakening there, but... some of the stuff might actually be better than what we have. Like, goddamn. We got armor rating of... yeah, we can loot him and get better armor. It's actually a good thing in the long run, I think. Let's see, because we got a coif with... it got us medium armor, it's got that much weight. This has way more weight because it's more armor and it's lighter, so let's get that for ourselves. We know, like Sam Fisher. Let's see, our Brotherhood left Pauldron. Armor rating of 20. I'm pretty sure that armor rating of... yeah, any kind is gonna... it's light armor, like this is all light armor, that's a crazy thing. And I guess we're gonna check each one individually though. Let's see, 350, 4.0, 12. Yeah, it's definitely better. Not even a question. Right, what about the other poll? There is 20, 251, 500. Yeah. Need to confirm it though. What about his chest piece? We got 20, 300, 6, and a Faust. Yeah. We could sell all this off for a tidy profit, but I think it's gonna be better if we just hold on to it for our purpose. Silver dagger though. That's not a particularly impressive weapon. Things. Strike Brotherhood boots 20. Yeah, sure. Boots is what would go here, so it would just go in the bottom. Congratulations on getting strong gear this early in the game. Well, I consider this to be a perfectly fine strategy because there's nothing that the game is doing that's telling me that this shouldn't be possible or that you shouldn't be able to do this because I don't have any gauntlets on the right side, so it's automatically better. The gauntlet that we do have on the left side, it's pretty shitty, so let's there we go. Now look like a ninja. Let's also get the dagger just to sell off. There we go. I have 2 dead elves in our house. Let's okay, I guess this time that was a perfectly acceptable thing to happen, so we'll save. But this time we'll save one more time and hope that it doesn't happen. I was literally just trying to, you know, get healed. I wasn't intending for that to happen. But now that we've done that, let's go sell off the rest of our shitty actual vanilla low tier armor, I guess. Celebrate our sudden OP. Yes, that came as a complete coincidence. But... oh yeah, I got to drop this crap again. Hold on, let's do that. That'd be a little annoying, but whatever. Takes a second. Where is it? Oh, it's at my feet. Okay, so that's where it ends up as long as we don't put it on top of another specific object. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna sell off my leather greaves and pauldron. And the kitten cuirass that we bought earlier, which I guess is what we bought earlier. This stuff, basically. I don't need it anymore. And as for the weapon, I'm just gonna sell off the weapon that I got off that dude, which is actually the first time what I have right now. I think. There we go. Because I'm fucking invincible now, I guess. Or at least a lot closer to it than before. So what's my armor rating right now? Can I get like an actual number on that? 17, there you go. That's my armor class. So now that we've successfully, by complete coincidence, acquired ninja armor, and we're gonna be a lot harder to take down. Let's take a quick wade in the river to avoid the freaking the rabble there. For some reason I was trying to come up with a term that would be equivalent to the Spanish chusma, because that's all I could think of, but that's pretty much it. And I guess this is a good frame to end on here, looking over the crossroads. I don't know where we'll be going next, but I guess we're gonna try to start taking a long way to Valmora, because that's clearly what we ought to be doing. Let's quickly save. We'll use Imminent Death, I think, is our main save. We'll keep coming back to. And whenever I play this again, which should be soon, we'll actually leave the town and try to do more stuff on the road. See if we can get to a different town, perhaps. With the Tribunal expansion, they made it so the assassins can attack at any level, so like it's not too late until later. And here's something else that a bit of a problem that I have with the game, and apparently I still have with the game. Apparently, if I try to quit the game, it literally just freezes. Hold on a minute. Now I can't even. Okay, here we go. Took a while of a minute of clicking, but apparently it's really difficult for me to get the mouse to get out of the window now. But there we go. I have to like close the window now. I'm pretty sure the save should be fine, so it's not a big deal. So that was my little test run of Morrowind, which was not even 4 hours, but I still managed to get more done in the game in that amount of time that I did. In the one very brief occasion in which I played the game previously, so I think we're gonna be going places, so. More Dark Brotherhood armor to sell, even. I'm gonna keep getting attacked by assassins. I guess a viable strategy for. I don't know how viable it would be in the long run because of the fact that the merchants apparently have limited amounts of money to give you, but. Good money grinding strategy would just be to like keep on resting until more of those assassins spawn and just kill them and sell their shit. Seems like it would be a pretty easy source of money, but let's bring back this song that we was playing at the end of the introductory section of the stream. As we bring the student to a dark life. You just made it to the end of the stream once more, as I was doing Morrowind. Now we're literally just in closing here. The usual folly, how it happens, don't worry about it. I've been really inconsistent with the times that I wanted to stream and the times that I've been streaming in practice lately anyway, so it's not entirely your fault. It's not your fault at all, really. Just have to come by. But yes, we're gonna bring this to the end of stream. I'm definitely gonna be playing more Morrowind soon anyway, along with the other game that I'm playing right now, which is Paper Mario. So let me see if anyone that I would is alive right now, first of all. But yes, for Morrowind, I don't know, I feel like there's at least one extra stream that I would want to do sometime on the weekend, and I don't know if I would rather have it be Morrowind or if I would rather have it be more Paper Mario. Let me reload this page, because I feel like Twitch has been really bad about giving me accurate information about people that are living at any given time. Hold on a second, what's going on with this? It's supposed to be showing the song information below the now playing thing. Why isn't it doing that? Oh, it closed. Oh, shit. I just realized a bunch of stuff closed in the, probably because of the freaking drive thing that I had a couple days ago. Hold on, restart it. We can at least see what, there we go. The identity of this oddly fitting song for the unfortunate circumstances of the start of the stream. Well, there's a few people I know, I guess I could just throw a quick raid to any one of them. Let's see, we have Otterpop 18 playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I got Ultra Tay playing Breath of the Wild. We got Wasabi Tonic playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. We got Opricat playing Celeste. Slow Beef playing Arkham Origins, which is apparently... Well, I thought Arkham City was what he was playing like yesterday, because the online mode for that game is apparently going to be retired soon. Now let me see. I think of all the people that are alive right now, I think today, since it's been quite a while since I did it. And I should be good to do it right now. I'm gonna try throwing a quick raid at Opricat. You can get that set up, so let me get that started up, I suppose. Gonna be raiding Opricat, who streams quite a lot of games. Right now she's playing Celeste, which is a game I've heard a lot of good things about, particularly the music, but I did get it free on Epic, and I also get it from like the itch.io bundle that was making the rounds a while back. I'd actually play it at some point, but who knows, on stream I mean. I haven't even played it by myself yet, but it's gonna be a raid, so as I always say at the end of this, y'all take it easy. Thank you everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting, always great whenever people chat, and like I said, I'm gonna try to squeeze in and sort of extra temporal stream sometime on the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna be playing. It may be something completely different from my 2 scheduled games right now, but who knows? We'll find out. Probably will be one of these 2 games though. Paper Mario or Morrowind. Might be more Morrowind, but beyond that I will be back with any luck next week at the usually scheduled times with more Paper Mario and Morrowind, so look forward to that as well. But for now, as I said, and as I always say at the end, I will see you later.